All right, all right. Hello, hello. Welcome everyone back to a special edition of the Happy Hour Show.
This is a special edition?
It is a special edition.
How so?
Well, Motley, it is the 1 year anniversary of this event that they call Big Payday.
Yes, it
And
is.
yeah.
Wait. What's special about the show?
Oh, we have a special guest. And
Okay.
And it's not clickbait like my friend Unwrecked Pirate down in Australia. We have an actual living, breathing, beautiful woman who knows crypto and not
Yet
is
she's
not
not
just
here yet.
oh, she'll be here. She will certainly be here. But yeah. So how's everybody doing tonight?
Good. Chilling.
Not
Chilling.
bad. Yeah, chilling also here.
And what's up, chat? Yeah, I deserve the late flag there. We're actually notified a little late. Big K wasn't going to be able to make
no
it.
expectations.
No
You guys know.
expectations.
You guys know how it goes by now.
That's right. Yes, happy BPD to everybody out there. While we get situated here, we started with a joke off last week, and I figure
That was awful.
Oh, it was terrible. Courtesy of yours truly.
we had some.
Was it a tie?
I think it was. Yes, it was.
Actually,
I don't even
worse.
remember.
Even worse. It's like soccer. It just ends in a tie. You're just like, what did I just waste the last 2 hours watching?
Everyone wins. All right.
Everyone gets a participation ribbon.
Yeah, day 43. Yep, unwrecked clickbait. Yeah, I mean it was excellent clickbait. Don't get me wrong. I was there bright and early. So yes. What's up, Miyamoto? Streamed earlier today, I think 1 o'clock. So it was like quite the day for content, and it keeps rolling. I'm sure there'll be, I guess, Hex news tonight. Crypto Panda just on. He wrapped maybe half hour ago. He was on Crypto Heartbeat, Rags to Riches, and a couple
Three
other guests.
Musketeers.
Yes, the Three Musketeers.
Hexketeers.
Hexketeers. And we'll see. We might have some other guests as well, and we'll have Jenna X coming in as well. But how about we just start things off with a little good old-fashioned Hex Trivia. We'll have a duel between Vince and Motley.
I've been rusty though. I haven't been as active the past week or so.
And while we get some viewers filing in,
Okay.
we'll take care of this.
You're in good company because I'm also rusty.
Well, it's okay because my job is to get you guys out of the first round, probably second round. Now that Big K's not here, I front load it with easy questions. So let's just get you guys out of the first couple rounds, and then
I always like when I get the first hard ball and then the next person gets a multiple choice of true or false or some nonsense.
Crypto Vince. Vince, you're first, and
boy.
since these are easy, you don't have to take your time to answering these. Today marks the 1 year anniversary of what monumental Hex event?
That would be Big Payday, sir.
There you go.
That's a good way to start it off.
Hey, Motley Investor.
Hey, Cabana Crypto.
For that Big Payday event, which streamer held a 24-hour Hextravaganza?
RG3. It was his turn.
Along with who's replaying it?
Hexo.
Yes.
But it was on RG3's channel because the first 24-hour stream was on Hexologist's channel. Because I actually just had this conversation with RG3 the other night, and he's like, "It's my turn to get the 24-hour stream." I
do remember that
last
discussion.
time. Yeah, he was very butthurt about it. So the Big Payday one was actually held on Discord Syndicate, but yeah, that was a collaboration between him and Hexo.
Gotcha. Crypto Vince.
Yes, sir.
What song was played as the clock clicked down to the moment of the Big Payday on that stream?
That would be Final Countdown.
It's the final countdown.
Thank you, Motley.
I still got candle wax on the back of my green screen. Rusty my candelabra.
The night at the Candelabra.
I like turned around. I was like, "What's on my green screen?" I was like, "Oh, it's wax." It's not a smart move.
Motley Investor. Yesterday, Richard Hart had a live stream with an Australian comedian. Name that comedian. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, I bet you Vince doesn't even know his name. I can tell.
Oh no! Don't cheat. 3.
What? No,
2,
no, I'm not
1.
cheating. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Round 1 goes to Crypto Vince.
I'm not good with names.
Answer is Dave Hughes. Vince, you're up 1 round. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Wow, that was quick. All right.
Yeah, I'm not good with names. I know that Richard Hart.
Honestly, I didn't remember it either. So
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, well, of course Australians know. What about some of the Americans in the chat? Do they know? If it was an American comedian, I probably would have known.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's going on, guys?
Miyamoto.
What's going on? Congrats
Nice
on
to jump on.
the stream today. Pleasure having you participate in the full day of Hex content. And what better day than
Welcome
Big
to
Payday,
Trivia.
right?
I know, it was just a coincidence. It was a big coincidence, but I thought I'd got to jump on and support you guys. I've been learning lots from you and all you guys, Vince, Motley, Big Pep, all you OG. So I want to come and support the UK crew because Hexy Bastard is all on his own.
Yeah, he's got the whole UK on his shoulders.
Yeah, he's doing a great job.
Oh man,
You guys can definitely do a little tag team action there for sure.
yeah, I just threw the link in there for all y'all. Yeah, but I want to give a shout out to the UK because guys, you're out here in force last week after Hexy Bastard was on with us a couple weeks ago, and I don't know, I feel like it's grown a little bit over there. The chat room is quite active. I always see it at the top of the list with activity going on. So yeah, it's pretty darn cool, man. So welcome to your first time on Happy Hour.
Yeah, thank you. I watch you guys every Friday, so it's good to jump on and be part of the crew.
Thanks. I do remember seeing you in chat and butchering your name as well. So could you say it just so I don't screw it up anymore?
Yeah, it's just Miyamoto, but it's just
Miyamoto.
Miyamoto. It's a play on
But
the
not
my.
Not
Miyamoto.
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 That would be a MAI. But
Yeah, that's how I'm screwing it up. Okay.
So basically, Miyamoto Musashi was the most famous Japanese samurai
Swordsman.
ever. Yeah, swordsman. So yeah, it's not my real name, but yeah.
All good. Motley Investor is not his real name either. So.
Really?
Also correct. I say we bring him into this trivia game and
All right.
go
Well,
from
it is on now, gents. So
Wait,
Vince,
should we just do knockout now? Since we
Yeah,
actually
Vince,
have more than 2 participants.
I
or-
have plenty of questions
Okay.
here. So
okay. I'm pretty rusty, so I like
I'm down.
I like the ability not to get knocked out.
all right. Let's see. Crypto Vince, winner of the preliminary round, we will call it now. Yesterday, Richard Hart tweeted, "How's the blank Taproot upgrade treating y'all? What is blank?" I'll repeat it one more time, just so the chat can participate. Yesterday, Richard Hart tweeted, "How's the blank Taproot upgrade treating y'all? What is blank?"
That would be Bitcoin.
You are correct.
Oh, nice.
Motley Investor,
Give me a softball.
I will try. Here we go. Where are we at? Oh, I hope this is soft enough for you.
Oh god.
Said no dude ever. Yesterday, Richard Hart tweeted, "The floor is blank."
Okay. Yeah,
What?
Thank you.
What is blank? Yesterday. Okay.
He's done that post several times.
Yeah, the heat map.
Yeah.
You're a little blurry there, Motley.
Oh, sorry. Well,
Hope it's
I like
not
it this
the
way.
early happy hours that I was having.
No. Hold
Right.
on.
Miyamoto,
Yes. Hi.
not mine. All right, I got it right. Here we go. Man, that was a little hard, so I'll give you your first one.
Be gentle.
Ease it on back. I'll be gentle. Last
Ease
week,
into this question.
Miyamoto, last week, one of the most prominent Hex holders appeared on Twitter and verified his account by sending a transaction to Funding Jim. What is the name of this entity?
The real Godwell.
The real Godwell is correct.
Not the fake one.
Not the fake one.
It
All
was
right.
funny. The fake one was quite funny.
Yeah, it was. I just, I don't know. I thought he was like overly pretending and thought he could get away with it for a while, but I didn't want people hurt by it. So
Send
crypto-
1 Bitcoin and get 10 back.
yes, exactly. I'll send you 100 hex and get 200 back. Crypto events.
Yeah.
Where are we at here? Earlier this week, Richard Hart tweeted, "Guess what I weigh today? Answer given in the next live stream." So in the next live stream, Richard revealed he weighs how much, and you can be within 10 pounds. It's fine.
Okay, so I can do that.
Earlier this week, Richard tweeted, "Guess what I weigh today? Answer given in the next live stream." So in the next live stream, he revealed he weighs, and I'll speak very slowly because I want to see chat with some answers here. And they are coming in now. How much?
I think if I recall correctly, he said 230.
It's a little bit higher, but that's within 10. Was it 230 on the dot?
It was 230.
Oh, okay, I thought it was a little bit higher.
I think he guessed maybe it could have been a little bit more, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Motley Investor.
Yep.
I don't want you to get mad if I
Give me
use
a
a
hard
harder one. So I'll save this one for later.
Okay,
So
fair enough.
last week, a certain coin ranking site changed their ranking of HEX.
I'd rather have the harder question.
Which ranking site was it?
NOMICS.
Correct. We'll just skip on
I
that.
said I wouldn't speak their name anymore, so
They're dead.
I'll spell it for you guys.
Miyamoto,
Yes.
name the CEO of NOMICS.
And bingo was his name.
Mr. Clay Collins.
Correct. All right. Now these will get a little bit harder. Crypto events.
Yes, sir.
A couple weeks ago, Richard Hart began a tweet with, "I want an amazing blank. What helps make that? Amazing content." A couple weeks ago, Richard Hart began a tweet with, "I want an amazing blank. What helps make that? Question mark. Amazing content. What is blank?"
I'm going to say documentary.
The correct answer is documentary.
Yay.
And just to confirm, this is not clickbait. Jenna will be joining us very shortly. I see her in the green room. Hello, Jenna. All good. We're not going to rush you. All right. Motley Investor.
Yes, Cabana.
Recently, referencing the London meetup, Richard Hart tweeted, "If you got money, that 10-day quarantine can be blank." What is blank? All right, don't even wait. All right, fine.
I didn't say anything. Maybe no one's watching right now. Well, audiobook style.
He said 5. He said 5.
Yeah.
Miyamoto.
Yep.
A couple of weekends ago, Funding Jim tweeted a photo of himself with what investor/author/businessman he recently met. This is a famous character. A couple of weekends ago, Funding Jim tweeted a photo of himself with what investor/author/businessman he recently met. What is that gentleman's name?
The one and only Mr. Robert Kiyosaki.
The one and only Robert Kiyosaki is correct. Or Kiyosaki Rivera.
That's right.
Kiyosaki Finn Bear. All right. Crypto Vince. Last week, Richard Hart tweeted, "I no longer have a blank." Yay. What is blank? Last week, Richard Hart tweeted, I no longer have a blank. Yay. What is blank?
That would be fever.
He had a fever?
I can't remember if it was like fever or cough. I didn't get that one.
It was a cough. No, it was a fever.
Okay.
But
yeah, I was like,
Finn Bear was backing me up
Sure,
there.
I was like, it's like cough or fever. It might have been cough too at one point. I can't remember.
All right. Motley Investor.
Yep.
In what state will the next stop be for the HEX 5555 US Tour be? What state? In what state? Motley, you're ruining the show. Correct.
Amazing.
The answer is New York.
Well, I had like Abit hit me up like twice to go, and I was like, bro, I'm going to London. I would totally be there if I wasn't going to London.
Right. Miyamoto.
Yeah, let's do it.
Last week, Richard Hart tweeted, funny how many people I've been blank lately. What is blank?
Blocking.
I will give you credit. It's unfollowing, but yeah.
Okay.
Close enough.
Yeah, same thing.
Gets the job done.
Yeah.
Toxic idiots, basically, I think.
You guys are blowing through these. Crypto Vince.
Yes, sir.
Earlier this week, Richard Hart tweeted, airdrop if you used blank. What is blank? Earlier this week,
Come on, Vince.
Richard Hart
Your
tweeted,
airdrops.
I think
Airdrop.
you're referencing the Paraswap airdrop.
Paraswap drop.
He's just leading us
correct.
along on that one. Slow played
correct.
us.
Motley Investor.
Yep.
During a recent stop in Pittsburgh, what professional sporting event did Abit and Patrick attend?
I'm going to assume hockey, but I don't know.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
You've been rugged. The correct answer is a Pittsburgh Steelers game. Miyamoto, you got to get this one, or Vince actually walks away with the win.
Oh, it's down to the wire.
And you have an appreciating admirer in Miss Exquisite out there.
Thank you very much, Miss Exquisite. Quite the name herself.
Monday Night Football. Absolutely, Freddie Quick. Hockey is December 6th. That it is, brother. That it is. All right, here we go. Last week, Richard Hart tweeted, if you have owned an ENS name, you get a blank or an blank. I'll hint that it starts with a vowel. If you have owned an I'll start over. If you have owned an ENS name, you get an blank. What is blank?
Airdrop.
Airdrop is correct.
Oh, yes.
We go to yet another round, gents. So here we go. I hope I have more questions. Crypto Vince. Last week, I believe it was, Richard Hart tweeted a YouTube link from someone, and this title of the video was called Pulse, is this the 10,000x crypto? You tell me. This person has also interviewed Richard before. Whose video was it?
Oh,
Last week, Richard Hart tweeted a YouTube video link from someone, and the video was titled Pulse, is this the 10,000x crypto? You tell me. This person has interviewed Richard before. Whose video was it? I see you in chat. Good job, chat.
wow. I actually don't know this one. Interviewed Richard before, too?
Yes, he has.
Hmm.
I'm just laughing because Motley's putting his answers in chat, and they are correct. 5 seconds.
I'm going to say dollar cost crypto.
You've been rugged.
Oh, man.
The answer is Stokesy. Adam Stokes. Adam Stokes. Vince, you were still in it. Miyamoto for the championship of the week. Here we go. Last week, Richard Hart tweeted a chart of Bitcoin versus a certain stock. Which stock was it? I'll repeat it one more time for chat. Let them participate. Because by the look on his face, he knows the answer. Last week, Richard Hart tweeted a chart of Bitcoin versus a certain stock. What stock was it?
It was Tesla.
It was Tesla.
Beginner's luck.
Miyamoto, congratulations. And as customary on this show, when someone does win the trivia competition, you have earned the right to address all of your fans in chat. So please do so.
Yeah, great to be on here for the first time. Thanks for everyone who supported me on my first stream. So I'm going to show my channel, which is Miyamoto. On YouTube, just started streaming. Thanks everyone, and thanks to Motley who came down, supported me, shielded it, and dropped a super chat, which was amazing. So that's all I've got to say.
Hell yeah.
Good job, Motley Investor.
That's what I do.
And we are also joined by Wendys from Wendys as well.
Hello.
It's nice,
hello.
It's nice when you got new talent in the
Hello,
crew
sir.
that's actually professional. Someone's got to do a better job than us.
Indeed.
Leave it to the guests.
Motley's the king of super chats anyway.
That's right. I like to make it rain.
All right. So opening trivia out of the way, just wanted to get a couple shout outs here before we get going. Just thank you to everybody in chat. Everybody shared it on social and the Telegram rooms, all that. We had the most live viewers we've ever had for the show at one time, not counting the Cody Richard stream because that wasn't even a happy hour. But yeah, it was so cool to see so many people in here and, you know, all the comments and stuff. So that's what helps make the show. So shout out to all you guys. UK, you guys are killing it. A lot of you were in here last week. And what else? What's everybody drinking tonight, by the way?
Vodka.
I have this beautiful Hershey's chocolate porter.
Oh,
I didn't even know Yingling did something like that.
Oh, it's glorious.
That's
Interesting.
awesome.
Is that like dessert too?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Interesting.
I've been really in the weird mood for some like like Bailey's and Kahlua and coffee. So
Bailey's
I'm
is
gonna go to
good.
the store in a little bit. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, without further ado, since we are not Unwrecked Pirate and aren't in charge of the Australian HEX stream, and we do not create clickbait thumbnails, Motley actually creates thumbnails that are legit and have a guest that actually shows up and is real. I'm going to bring her up right now. It is Jenna X. How are you doing?
Hi guys.
Hey, Jenna.
I think it's cool that you called me clickbait, and thank you for having me. This is my first my very first real podcast that I've ever been on, and so I was a little nervous. I had my unicorn, which made me feel better, because my Doberman gives me anxiety if he hears too many voices. So this was good, and I'm drinking. I found this in my refrigerator. I'm not sure when it was from, but it should be good. And it's a pleasure meeting all of you guys. And so, yeah, hi.
It's a pleasure having you. And of course, Unwrecked had to put his stain on this moment. So where, you know, he had to come in with a super sticker. Unwrecked, we appreciate you, brother. So yeah,
that was the coolest trivia. I'm sorry. That was just the coolest trivia, by the way.
We do this quite a bit now. It's become a thing. We used to do just kind of like general trivia and about anything and everything, but there's so much out there that I can actually make a HEX related or PulseChain or even crypto related thing. So I think it just goes much better, and the audience participation is great. So thanks. Kind words. I don't get that on this show from these guys. So.
Here's a question for you, Cabana. I have a crypto trivia question for you.
Oh boy. All right.
What document was recently purchased, and a DAO was formed to purchase it, but an individual ended up purchasing it anyway? Because it's all the talk in crypto right now. I don't know if you know.
The Constitution?
Yes.
Boom.
All the amendments?
As far I'm not 100% sure, but as far as I know, yeah, it was. I think it was a copy of it. It's not like, you know, the original or whatever, but yeah, there was an entire DAO that was like formed, and they like all pulled money together, and like one guy outbid them.
Wow.
Dang.
That could be extremely useful. NFT and the Constitution, and NFT and books and pages and everything. Like, think about like people who need that shit on the inside of like jail that, you know, I'm not talking about piece of shit, but like good people. And instead of having to worry about the mail and the whole like drug, whatever, like, no, we can like drop it because I know you guys have it. Like,
In jail? Tablet in jail? Wait, what?
Yes.
They get tablets?
Probably not best to let them have like unrestricted internet
access to the internet.
Drugs immediately into prison.
It's humanity. It's absolutely humanity, because you have to think about it could be no matter the reason that you're in there, like big or small, right? And people mess up. But the thing is, if you've lost a lot of time, and let's say you're locked up for something you didn't do, that's not the thing, right? So you come out and technology changes all the time. You've lost track of so much time. So if you were able to get dropped certain things like that, like I sent you an NFT, like I'm sure that they're going to have a wallet. Why wouldn't they have a wallet? The feds, the state, they're all going to have wallets. Like they're going to take crypto. Like the jails will take crypto. So I'm just saying they should have a wallet.
There you go. Check out the new prison system.
You guys, thank you. And
You'd be a bad governor of a prison.
they can memorize the right.
You know what happened? Like El Chapo would be like, I
More
want you
Shankies.
killed. And he's like, I will give you one crypto kitty. And then like somebody gets murked for a crypto kitty.
One carton of cigarettes for your Constitution NFT.
Yeah. Well, actually, yeah, I think that's actually going to be a thing.
Well, that all being said, Jenna, before we get too far into things here, welcome. It is your first time on the show, obviously. So could you just give us like a little bit of background on you? I mean, I know we met through a mutual friend, and I was like, too cool. Like, you know, somebody into crypto, and he's somebody that I've been trying to get into crypto. I don't know if you've had any success with him, but yeah, I mean, how'd you get into it, and what have you been up to recently? I think I heard you were like at a conference in Miami last week. Just, I guess, tell us your journey.
First of all, you know, Randy's like the coolest mofo in the world.
Is this
Like,
Randy Hilarski, or
honestly, and I'm not like
No, this is another Randy.
different Randy?
He literally said, I'm trying to get him into crypto.
I'm just probably Randy about the name Randy. I don't know, but
Yeah.
anyway, so my only regret is thinking that, and I don't want to say it's a regret, but not taking him more seriously, because knowing that he's not really into crypto, and I heard like, oh yeah, my buddy is into HEX, you should check it out. And I was worried about the name. I saw whatever, and I was just coming out Emacs, which was like a rug and such. And I think it was Emacs. It was another bullshit move, right? And I know the MetaMask, like the gas fee thing. So I stayed away from it and I watched it. However, I feel my redemption is going to be PulseChain. And when someone brought up and I saw the color coding was kind of the same, and I thought and I think the same people are into it, it's what kind of drew my attraction. Thought, damn, I could have a second chance at, you know, when I missed the first time. So that really caught my attention. And what were the other questions?
Oh, just kind of your background and how you got to where you are now. Like, how'd you even start in crypto, really?
Thank you for caring. So I actually, oh my God. So I'm a college dropout, a horrible airman with an honorable medical discharge. I am, what am I? I've done like 8 years of hair and therapy for women, and I've learned so much about them, and that's been cool. And I've tattooed faces, and I now have an eyebrow studio. And now I actually have 2 really dope girls that are my sisters that work for me, and they're learning the brow game and lashes. They're slaying, and they, like, I was so proud. I took this whole week off recovering from Miami, and they just had the shop, and I was online. It was the best feeling. I rolled in today, and they were just killing it like they do, and you know, it's the best vibes. So I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, but I've been fucking around crypto since 2017. A lot like some other people, but I thought crypto was shady, which, I mean, and yeah, it is, let's be real. But the thing is, I didn't know exactly of where to buy, and it was like a juju kind of thing, or like, oh, you have to be careful, or this could happen, this could happen. And they're almost like scaring me out of it. Like the boys didn't want me to know. But so I found one of the girls, I tattooed her eyebrows, and she's a barber, a female barber, so her husband is a smart Asian guy, dope as shit. I went after hours to the back of this shop. He took time with me, sat me down, taught me how to keep stuff safe, kept it real simple, said, you know, keep this safe, write it down. This is the platform to use. This is safe, and showed me it. And I'm like, and this is legal. And he said, yes. And I said, okay. So I FOMO'd at the top of Bitcoin. And he was trying to explain all these other things that I needed to know. And I said, yep, I just want mine. And so it was only a little chunk, and I only lost because I sold. It was like 16,000. However, it taught me that's a thing and to pay attention. And like, you know, I think it was probably Coinbase off the records. 2018, I started to come. 2018, I started to peek at it again. I was a little, but then 2019-ish, where I was like, I need to check that. And I saw whenever Bitcoin was down to 3,000, and I was like, that's good. I know it's already gone up too. That's good. And something just told me to check it, so I got some. And you know what? It came in handy. I paid off bills with it, and it was like, you know, I was bummed out to part with it, right? But at the same point, I didn't buy any altcoins at that time. So that's why I'm not Bitcoin maxi, and I was like 4, so it was cool. And so then I started buying into XLM and XRP, and I just really liked the price point of them.
Yeah,
and
I owned both right around that time as well. Yeah,
I didn't really know much about them, but then you know what I did is I dumped XLM because I thought it was fucking boring after a while. But then I got it again. I dumped it again. But you know what? It's the projects not that now I'm really interested in. So I just kind of like rabbit holed more and more and more. However, XRP, man, I love XRP. I can't get enough of it because I believe it's going to be around in the use cases. But the coolest thing is people want to complain about the price, the stability. I don't care. I look at XRP as $1, but $1 plus giving me back for inflation, because I was already at the gas station today. Gas fees, they were ridiculous. Same as ETH. And I don't want to do that. Like my biggest mistake, I'm going to tell you this, was buying crypto pills. And I don't give a fuck. They can say whatever they want. I can't. I'm stuck with these. I locked my money up in NFT shillet. I know anything. I'm not shitting on the product. Yeah, I'm not impressed. And I'm just mad about it because it was a poor decision on my end when I knew an altcoin season was coming and I knew the cycles. And I could have had much higher ROI somewhere else. I tried to have a yard sale a couple weeks ago and throw in 3 moon boys and 1 really, really rare crypto pill with the astronaut and a glitch, like right here. And another thing for like 2 ETH, nothing. And that was a steal. So I'm going to have to try find like, you know, something to do with them or stop bitching, but never do that again. And I think it's important for me right now to make plays on the XRPL because I know that this is a little gift from the XRP army, that they are literally taking matters into their own hands. We are not going to have these opportunities that we have now. We are not going to have them next year and like whatever. You know, we are figuring out what's coming. We're building. We're like people who are taking initiative, and I love it. But people can do whatever they want, and it's cool. I just don't want to hop into a project and have to worry about, am I going to have a high enough ROI to even make up these fucking gas fees? I have so much shit in them. So if I hear that, it's a trigger. It's a trigger, and I'm working on it. But
PulseChain is here for you.
Yeah, and that's why I'm interested, because I hear it's hard for ETH, and I would like to know more. And I go into their thing on their Telegram. And sorry, guys, like I clearly don't get out much.
I don't even think you breathe. It's pretty impressive.
She said more words.
I just want to I'm just vomiting it all out there. I guess I don't really have to, but you gave me the thing to do it, so I'm just throwing it out there. Okay, thank you. So I hopped into their Telegram a few times. They're cool.
Is this the PulseChain Telegram?
Yeah, it was just awkward. They're always running the thing, but if you've never been in the thing, you're like, are they just breathing right now? Are they hanging out? Is it okay to ask them? So
Is there a
pulse? Like, I don't want to miss it. Can someone? It's not live yet. I was just like, what's your ticker? Where's it go? Is this the right contract address? Like, I just want to make sure I'm set up and ready. But apparently it's not. And I just want to hope that one of you guys would like call me and I will tell you some cool things too, but like remind me of this shit because I don't want to miss it. Okay. And Miami was a blast. I haven't slept for a while. I'm working on projects after I recovered for 4 fucking days.
I've heard Miami does that to a couple people.
Wendys and I are familiar with that.
Yeah.
Last Thursday, I was on a cabana in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Not this one. I'm taking.
I am so happy this motherfucker doesn't float.
All right.
Did you find any cocaine in Miami by chance?
Based upon the advice of counsel, I most respectfully.
Good call.
See,
Am I right?
With all-
smart woman.
United States
Smart
Constitution.
woman.
Well
NFT
replied.
would have helped. Just do that.
Yeah, but Miami's nuts. I don't think we slept at all when we went.
And that was like what? Pretty recent, right? A month or two?
It was like a month ago before we
yeah.
started traveling, I think.
It was a couple of months ago, I think.
A couple months? I don't even
Yeah.
remember.
What'd you
Who
think
knows?
when you
Not
were
much.
there? Like, what area did you stay in?
We stayed in Wynwood.
Yeah. Little ghetto.
No.
We also rented a Lambo Urus in the ghetto. It was probably not a good idea. Our house started getting like scoped out, so we ended up like moving to a hotel
And,
like
and,
later
and,
in our
and
trip.
it's not just that. We were ripping it through the ghetto at all hours,
Also
blasting.
not smart.
I think you did that on stream, actually.
Yeah,
Was that
we
Yash?
did. Yeah, those Yash driving.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do though? Like,
Well, not the
Yeah.
ghetto.
Not in the ghetto.
Yeah, not in the
you do
ghetto.
anywhere. Just
You
fuck
should
it.
just spray paint "Rob Me" on the side of it.
Pretty
Right.
much. I think we even left the window of our Airbnb open. We had like Gucci and Louis Vuitton and
great,
Hermes
yeah.
and all our shit. So bad. Very
No,
bad.
sure, that's
I
fine.
slept
yeah.
in the park. So
But
that
we,
was
we had a
cool.
good time. We went to where we go? We went live, and what was the place we went before that? When did you remember?
Story. Went to
Story?
Story.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I just didn't sleep for 2 days straight. It was great.
What do you think about Miami coin, like in that whole thing?
Miami's a cool city. I mean, I've been there many times. I
No,
love it. It's one of my favorite cities. I'm
Fun-
gonna probably
fun
buy
to
a
party.
condo there. Yeah.
Good to leave though and relax afterwards.
Yeah.
It's good in small doses for sure.
Yeah.
you think the coin's gonna like make a
Oh
difference?
the coin.
The coin,
Hell no,
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
touching that shit.
Yeah,
I think it did well short term, but I don't know. I don't know what. I haven't looked much into it. Someone just told me to buy it, and I was just like, "Why?" And then they never got back to me.
Why? Yeah, they're like, good. Let me ask. Let me ask somebody.
my thing is, it almost sounds like it's for the city, but I think it's for the certain officials or certain people that benefit, but it's certainly not the UBI wallet, which is what through Stronghold with XL. And I'm not trying to show like things. I know we're PulseChain and stuff, but on the homeless situation, I was just kind of wondering how they're actually going to be able to help them and they're going to utilize that. But
Sounds like 2016, 2017 all over again. Just like, oh, every coin you buy goes and feeds the homeless, or every coin you buy goes and builds a well and all this nonsense. And then the project eventually rugs and takes everyone's money. It's kind of what it sounds like.
Stuff there. It's like it's a shame. It's an issue.
I heard them talking about. I heard the mayor was talking about like using Bitcoin profits to like pay citizens of Miami, but I didn't hear about like a separate coin.
Yeah, there's an actual Miami coin, but I don't know any details about it.
Because he specifically said like the profits from selling Bitcoin would go to like citizens as like a dividend or something.
Yeah, I think there's some sort of staking mechanism with it. I don't know. Again, I haven't looked into it enough. But
You know what? That doesn't change. Like human nature doesn't change. The tech changes. So back in ancient Rome, people were coming in and saying, "I can change base metal into gold, and I'm going to help the city." Right. So human nature will never change over thousands of years, but the technology changes and how to get people's money out of their hands. Right. Donate your gold to me. Send me 1 Bitcoin. I'll send you 10 back. So it's the same thing being recycled again and again.
yeah.
These people don't have phones. Like we could leave it at that and leave it alone, but it's like the only way to do it is via microchip, and is that why we have a shortage? I'm not trying to tinfoil hat you, but I'm just what the fuck I do, and we can throw it back to whatever. I was just saying, I just want to throw it out there. Yeah, think about it. Maybe we could make the world a better place while we're making the world a better place.
It's not the first time that tinfoil hats or speculation has been brought up on this show by
Definitely
a long
not.
shot.
Will be the
So
last.
yeah, not by a long shot. All right, so I mean, before we get, I guess, into say perhaps kind of what more so what this channel is about is HEX PulseChain. Everybody knows that here, but I mean, there's some decent, I guess, news flow coming out, and I think that's affecting pretty much the majors right now. So I just wanted to like toss this around the room. So I don't even know where to start. Wendys or Motley, even Miyamoto, but this whole Mount Gox thing, I think it's like spooking the entire market. Obviously, HEX users unaffected, but how do you guys feel on this? Is it you actually feel like
I'll believe it when I see it, honestly.
because it's been happening for so long?
This is like the 12th time, something like that. And if you look, like, I don't think actually the market's pulling back because of this. I think that we're just assigning that as why it's pulling back, because pretty much nobody has been talking about that. I was like looking for people to talk about it, and no one's talking about it. So, you know, if that thing's really coming down, the second that it would like start to come down, the market's going to move big time, because people are going to know. People in the know that have a ton of money are going to know, and that would be it. So we wouldn't get what is it, like 8% pullbach? Like, nah, it'd be massive. It'd be massive.
You would see something come from a flagged address, and then
you could get that 10K Bitcoin, like Richard was calling. Like, you seriously could. It could get ugly.
Yeah,
very quickly.
You know, and that's one thing. And then the other thing is that you know, there's a lot of big buyers now. So perhaps they would, you know, intentionally dump the market to try to get like a low valuation, and then they'd probably potentially try to absorb some of the sell pressure from the Mount Gox. Yep. So I don't know, because, you know, like back in the day, there, you know, it was just individual people buying. Now you got literally entire companies and countries buying.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's been my whole, like, you know, I know like Richard's thesis on like the market, but, you know, mine is a little different. And it's just because this time it is different. Like, we never had like entire countries buying. You didn't have like companies just basically taking on like free debt, you know, to get more and more Bitcoin. Like, that was never a thing. It was just individual people. And even if you're a rich person, your bags only go so far, but companies, you know, that can acquire ridiculously cheap debt and stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of you know, it's almost like it was made for that. Obviously we know that, you know, HEX is much better because they can actually earn yield on that, whereas like these guys like Michael Saylor is holding a ton of Bitcoin, like he's not getting the inflation of Bitcoin from that. If he was, it would be amazing, but he's not. So he's literally has to, you know, sell at some point or borrow against it. So it's you know, and then you're playing you know, a wild speculation game. So, but yeah, I think that it's nothing, and the time is going to come eventually, but I don't think it's this time. And I think that like you might even see like like a major market movement before it happens, before it's even like announced, you know, and then that'll be the time. And then it's like, okay, this is for real.
I got no problems with Jed McCaleb. I like that motherfucker, and I don't care what anybody says.
Who?
Jed McCaleb.
Oh, for
Mount Gox. Like,
also, I mean, he's in XLM, right?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, leave that stuff alone. Like, it's fun. All right.
Well, when it gets dumped on everybody's heads one day, I guess people wouldn't, you know, take too kindly to it. But it's like, it is a big deal out there because all these addresses are flagged, and once any coin moves from some of these wallets,
off to the races.
like Wendys was saying, I don't want to, you know, be around for that or be holding it either. So I guess another, you know, perhaps this is related, but I thought the timing of this was interesting because it's happened, I guess, within the past week or two. Is you know, would you know the Ethereum Foundation moved like another 20,000 ETH to Kraken within the past week, and it's like, okay, we've seen this before because, you know, they sell tops, and you know, they've marked them before in the past. So it's like, okay, all these things coming together, is this actually going to make a double top, or is it just like a you know, hedging of risk kind of thing to be like, okay, we're back at this top area now and we're going to take more off and we still have more room to go?
I think that it could, but I don't think it will in this case. And I don't know the motivations behind it exactly, but I think like with the regulatory stuff, the way it's working, I think the Ethereum Foundation knows it needs tons of money to potentially like battle corrupt politicians in the US. And what better way to do that than with millions and millions of dollars? You know, they're saying, oh, this is a security, that's a security. Oh, you know, you have to have a broker license to, you know, all that kind of stuff. Like, if it's my guess, like if I was in control, I would want a ton of money, and I would just like, you know, get tons and tons of lobbyists and you know, litigators and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, and it's much better to do that than if you know, they did that, you know, when the price is down 70%, you know. So that's kind of my thoughts on that.
Isn't it crazy though that Vitalik sells the top and like everyone loves him, and Richard
It's cool with it.
Right.
doesn't do anything, and he's the worst guy ever.
Mm-hmm.
It's nuts.
Yeah, well, that's why, right? It's jealousy, it's envy, it's like I always say, like the reason that like Bitcoiners and a lot of other people like hate on Hex so much is because it does what everything else is supposed to do, right? Like it goes up more than anything else. It pays you while it goes up, and then the founder doesn't like shit all over his project. He like is actually really, really well loved, and all this stuff. So like other people holding other bags are envious, and there's like this phenomenon in crypto where people will hold complete and utter shit and watch other things go up because they're waiting for their coin to go up, and like they can't like diverse, they can't be like, oh, they're like no, this is going to go to the moon at some point, XRP to $300, like people believe that kind of stuff.
Well, I did for a while, like I didn't fucking know, but then it's like, you know what though, once you take your emotions out of it and whatnot, it's cool and stay in the space, but you gotta give people time, you gotta learn. I mean, I was like, oh my god, one day they're gonna flip a switch and I'm buying one for every $10,000 I want. By this time next year, I'm gonna be on a yacht. So I've had to change my retirement plan, and obviously that's why we're looking at new options. But can't we coexist? Like, don't we think we should be looking for a high ROI each quarter? And like, I think solutions and utility and what's going to be around, and why can't we coexist? But I think maxis in any space are toxic, and I'm a little toxic.
Yeah, we've had a lot of, I guess, issues with Bitcoin maxis in the world of Hex, and I do agree that any degree of maximalism sucks for anybody involved because it limits your conversation. I don't have any problem with anybody owning stuff other than Hex or Pulse, or I own Bitcoin, I have Ethereum. It's all good. I'm friendly to those. My larger allocations most likely are Hex and Pulse. But they've performed well. They continue to perform well, and they generate yield, and I foresee them performing as good, trustless yield, as good or better than things going forward. So it's kind of like, I want people to know about this, not to sell on them. That's not what any Hex streamer is about, really, because pretty much every Hex content creator is locked in and has a stake for 5, 10, 15 years, multiple stakes. I believe Silver did a video last night. I mean, you look at some of these guys; they have hundreds of stakes. Just
and the thing, a big takeaway from Silver's video is that their average T shares on most of the top 100 whales is going up. And if they're not going up, the stakes are getting longer and stuff like that. So it's like these people are believing more in the system, and I think that's just going to continue over time.
Yeah, Jenna.
Okay, can we rewind
question
so I know what's going on here? First of all, can you tell me how PulseChain got its name, and can you break down the pronouns so I can?
Funny that you asked that.
Hold on. What was the question? How did PulseChain get its name?
How did PulseChain get its name?
All right, we'll leave that one to
Vince. Vince, is it just me and you in here?
I guess it is. Yeah.
Hi.
Hey. It actually is kind of an inside joke in the community because, during one of Richard's live streams, he was talking about he was talking about like orgasms and
Robbing ones?
Yeah, guys how to increase the number of their pulses. So yeah, that's where it comes from.
Pulse, like he had a raging, pulsing boner, and that's PulseChain.
Yeah, that's
fucking love it.
And most people will never know.
He named a project after his fucking boner.
Yeah, pretty sure it's female orgasms. Actually, Vince, Jesus Christ. He's talking about female orgasms, not the dude's orgasm.
I didn't want to get that technical. Damn you, Cabana.
Oh man,
so much right now. That was hilarious.
You could have selected a better person to put on the screen alone. That's awesome. It's dying. Well, when a man and a woman love each other a lot.
When daddy blockchain and mama blockchain.
When two blockchains love each other.
Okay, so now that question's out of the way, what's your next question, Jen?
Beautifully asked question.
Yeah.
Giant green dildos in the future on those charts. What is it like? What's a hard fork of Ethereum? Like, what does it mean? Like, what exactly are things building on it? It's its own blockchain. Obviously, it's PulseChain. Just what's going on? When's it live? Everything.
All of the questions at once. So
let's start with the first
no,
one.
there is a lot. I'll give it to you. So
Okay.
I don't. Where do you want to start? Because there is a lot. You're right.
My question is, okay, let's say the things I have in my I'm doing a thing because I'm a
You're
visual.
knife handing. It's all good.
Judo chop.
Yes, those pulses.
All right, guys. Questions.
Okay, let's say I don't know too much about hard forks and all of these things, but let's say I have all these things in my wallet. Other projects, can they come over to PulseChain that maybe I have from Ethereum? Will they move over potentially?
Yeah, there's a chance. I mean, so just like to give you like a brief explanation, if you think of like a hard fork, if you picture like a railway, like a train, right? A train is going down the track, and at some point there's a fork in the train, right? So it can go left or it can go
in
straight.
the track, not the train itself.
Yeah, in the track.
That was a lot.
Obviously. So at the time of the fork in the road, basically, everything behind the fork, so like where you came from, is all the same, right? And so the only difference is if you're going straight or going left. So basically, what like a fork of a blockchain is that you're taking everything, all the old information, all those blocks are all the same, and you're taking it and you're starting anew from a specific block height. And so basically what PulseChain is PulseChain is like everything of Ethereum previously, and then there's a fork in the road, and if you go straight, you're on Ethereum. If you go left, you're on PulseChain. So we're going left, and so that means that everything that you had previous to the fork in the road in your wallet, all the ERC20s, everything gets copied. Okay. Does that mean that there is going to be like front ends for those things? So like Chainlink, like if you have Chainlink in your wallet, it'll be there. One big one that people have talked about is like Decentraland, right? So like Decentraland is, like a kind of like a digital world video game and stuff like that.
ERC20 will be copied.
And they've been not able to, really buy like items in game and stuff like that because of the Ethereum gas fees have been so excessive. So that is like an example of a project that might benefit from building a front end and then having the community go over there and use the PRC version of their token. But everything's going to be there. And so there's people that are going to be able to build like our company is currently like building on PulseChain. So we're launching our projects like exclusively on PulseChain. So not like Ethereum first, not like, another network first. We're launching on PulseChain. So there's going to be things that, are already built. And so they just change the front end and stuff like that. And so your tokens now will be copied over. And then there's also stuff that's going to be exclusive on PulseChain. And I don't know if you know like the game theory behind PulseChain, but if you know Ethereum, Ethereum has the EIP 1559 where it burns, a percentage of transactions, like about 25%. So the way PulseChain works is that all the tokens that are ever going to exist at launch are going to exist. And so it'll be 100% deflationary. So it's going to be delegated proof of stake. So you're going to be able to stake your tokens that you have through a validator. And there's going to be, is it 33 validators? I can't remember.
33 validators.
Yeah, 33 validators. So you'll be able to pick one of those validators to delegate through, and you will get a return. Now the return is not from inflation, like on a lot.
You're
of
actually
proof of stake
talking
coins.
Too fast for.
No, I just need to stop at that one. Proof of
Go
stake is different from proof of work because first of all, right now, what you're essentially doing is I'm fucking Ethereum. No, I'm tracking with you. With proof of stake. With proof of stake, and I know it's DeFi, is that the baking mechanism? Like, is that the same thing as Tezos, or is this a different thing for staking? Is it not?
That's kind of like the validator thing. Is the the baking for Tezos will be the staking for PulseChain.
Which is essentially like a node on other platforms or a miner.
It is like, yeah, it's like a server validator that's like saying, yes, like this transaction's good, this transaction's good.
Where can I get one?
Well, those are going to cost extremely expensive. So, but what you can do is you can like have some Pulse. So let's say you have like, a few thousand in Pulse. You can click one of the top validators and say, I'm going to delegate. So like, I'm going to give you like my Pulse to like, validate transactions. And then you will get a percentage. I think it's 75% of a transaction is like what will actually be paid back to you. And so that's the actual like staking return that you would get. And then 25% of every transaction will be burned. So it's actually deflationary. So like right now, Ethereum is inflationary, right? Because the proof of stake is paid through inflation. And then the EIP 1559 transactions are burned, but there's currently more inflation than is what is burned. But even though the percentage of burned transactions are the same in Pulse, there is only deflation. So there's no inflation. All the coins that will ever exist are going to exist at the start, and it starts burning. So it's got that kind of positive price mechanism built in from the start. And I might add that like Ethereum had very, very high inflation to start, and it still did over a 10,000x in 2.5 years. So personally, I think that if we see adoption on Pulse, we can see even greater numbers than that.
Okay, may I ask one thing with that? Okay, so back to the thing. So yeah, how much are the bakers of the? How much are they, and like how long is the shipping? And if Pulse
no. Okay, so like so you're asking about like the 33 validators. So the way it works is that to be even eligible to be in the top 33, you'd have to be like one of the largest holders of Pulse. Right, which is millions and millions of dollars. Right, but what I'm saying is that even with like a couple $100, you could say, hey, I want. So let's say Motley is number 33 validator, right? And he's one of the largest holders of Pulse. He's paying for a server to validate all the transactions and everything like that. He says, hey, Jen,
come delegate to me.
Yeah, come delegate to me. And so you send his validator your $100, $200 of Pulse, and you will get a return of some of his transactions.
Let's say
okay.
And so I incentivize you by offering more returns than the other validators. So like other validators might be offering you 50% of the 75% fees they're getting, whereas I might be willing to operate at a loss for the first year just to accrue more people delegating Pulse to me. So I'm like, I'll give out my entire fee to everyone that delegates to me. And so even if I didn't have a lot to Pulse to begin with, but I have a very secure, have my validator node, everything set up, and I offer everyone 100% fees, like people might come to me even though I don't necessarily have the most Pulse. So that's a way for me to have more Pulse than other people, just more people delegating to me because I give you a better rate than another validator, say. So there's ways to kind of game the system if that's something you want to try to do and become a validator.
That's really cool. I really love that. And I know you guys are really great with your math game and have that. So like, that's really cool. I really like that. Thank you.
And another I have to bounce. Sorry, guys, it's getting a bit late here in London. Yep. Thanks for having me, guys.
I'm so sorry.
Who's coming to London, by the way?
Thanks, Miyamoto. Shill.
Me and Molly.
Oh, yeah.
I will.
Wendys and I are coming.
Wendys is coming. Motley, Cabana, are you coming to London?
I am not.
Shane, Vince, no?
Oh, no, sorry. Can't make it.
Okay. Well, hopefully I'll meet you guys another time, but looking forward to meeting Motley and Wendys. And anyone, please go and check out my channel on YouTube. And thanks again, guys.
Wendys? Wait, what's your channel? Nice and slow, loud and clear.
Miyamoto. MIYAMOTO.
I'll post the link. I'll post the link in the chat, Jenna.
Thanks, Motley.
I got you. It's in the private chat, and then I'll put it in the public chat for everyone else.
Peace, guys. Bye.
All right. Take care, man.
So another good thing with the adoption of PulseChain, Jenna, is so Wendys was talking about the fork and the validator. Essentially, it's going to be proof of stake where Ethereum 2.0 is trying to go. Another unique thing about this fork is something that's never been done before is the entire system state of Ethereum is going to be copied over. So like he was talking about earlier, you're going to get a copy of all your ERC20s, and they're going to become essentially PRC20s on the PulseChain network. But the beautiful thing about this is as we get I'm sure you've done like some liquidity farming, or you've heard about it before, getting like LP tokens and stuff for being a liquidity provider. Have you messed around with that at all?
No, because farming never, like, I was doing other things. I actually have not.
Okay.
I know about it. I haven't done it yet.
What's going to be unique with the launch of PulseChain, since you're getting a copy of your ERC20 that you have in your wallet. Let's say you have I don't know, let's say you have Chainlink, right? So you have Chainlink, it gets copied over. Now you have a PRC20 version of your Chainlink. What's never happened before in the history of these forks is getting an actual copy of your token. So now you have a PRC20 version. So when the bridge goes up, and you can actually provide on a DEX, you provide the liquidity pair. You have to provide 50% of each side. So you'd have to provide the Chainlink on the Ethereum side, and then you'd have to provide the Chainlink on the PRC20 side. And you were actually, usually you would have to front the cost for both of those. But on this fork, you're going to get airdrop that token for free. So essentially you're getting 50% of the liquidity pool for free. So you can take your Chainlink that you already have on Ethereum side, and you take your Chainlink that you now have on PulseChain, and you can provide that as liquidity for people that want to trade between the two of them. You'll get liquidity fees, or you'll get fees for being a liquidity provider. And then you'll also get a liquidity providing token, which we don't know what it's called yet, but the exchange will be called PulseSwap. It's just a fork of PancakeSwap. And so you'll be getting liquidity providing fees. You'll be getting an LP token, and then you'll get whatever token as it fluctuates. So that's actually going to help a lot of these coins maybe gain adoption, gain price parity. We don't know because this hasn't been done before, but there's a lot of opportunities. If you choose the right pair to provide liquidity for, you can make a lot of money in the process with farming. It's gonna be very interesting once we launch to see what kind of coins gain adoption just via liquidity providing. You're muted, by the way. Yeah.
I do.
There you go.
Hey guys, so thank you for saying. Oh, he just stole that unicorn. So
Oh no!
I'm gonna introduce you to my.
Bring on the anxiety.
All right, he knows I'm cool now. He's chill, and thank you too. Like one of my favorite people for taking him for a walk. But yeah, he's my BFF. Hi. Do you want to say hi or no? All right, cool. He's a great boy. So that's all. But yeah, thank you though for breaking that down.
Before your next question, we have a very important question from chat. And OG Hexkin Brazology wants to know, why does the logo on her shirt look so familiar?
If you know, you know.
Briz would know.
He would know. He would know. Okay.
Would know.
Moving on.
I fucking love him for that. If you get somebody that smiles or says that, like, you fucking know. I love it.
That's if you know him.
PulseChain would. If anybody's it's on PulseChain.
Yeah. But sorry, continue. Any other questions, Jenna? Or I mean, you pretty much have some of the best people to answer any question that you want, because Motley and Wendys are they're actively developing on PulseChain. So you hit the jackpot tonight. So go for it.
Awesome. Like, I appreciate you letting me ask all these. And also, by the way you outlined that email and just like the flow of it and perfectly, like that, like you did this show like a real show. Like your shit is legit. Like, thank you. Like I was learning so much, and I just want to say thank you. First of all, thank you for allowing me here, and you, like, honestly, thank you. Like, this means a lot to me.
I really appreciate that, Jenna, because Motley never reads my notes, and you're probably the only person that's ever read them. So I really appreciate that. Thank you very much.
It just was like fluid. Like, I knew I was gonna have time to feel the vibe and do that versus meeting somebody for the first time and whatever, and you're doing your thing and it's fun, and I love your community engagement, and I love the good vibe. And
there you go, Cabana. There's
if
the
you are
credit
looking,
you
thank you, guys. At least somebody read it. But yeah,
it's a running joke that I never read all the outline he sends every show. I'm like, oh look, Cabana sent more words to us, guys.
I'm not gonna let old Randy down.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that, and I'll tell Randy and be like, hey man, great guest. Thanks for lining that up. But I'm sorry once again. Go continue on with any other questions that you got.
So I know about the airdropping and everything like that. One of my biggest things, and what made it hard for me to really start loving a lot of these projects on Binance and I don't know if ETH is the same way. I've not really worked with too many ERC20 projects because I don't really give a shit about them. No, I don't want to say that. That's rude. That's I'm sorry. But the thing is, because do you have to do a liquidity pool whenever you're starting these projects out? Because I think it's so stupid. Why? Like, why do you have to get people to lock up in a liquidity pool and like build your community? Like, why?
Cut out the middleman.
Yeah. Why?
Because
why
what do you?
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, well, it's like that really on any chain, because if you're using a decentralized exchange, you have to have somebody you have to have something to sell from, right?
Are you on Binance Smart Chain now for the most part, or
no?
You, Jenna.
Me? Oh,
yeah.
No. For
so what are you using? Just centralized exchanges like Binance, or?
Oh, I mean, do I use them if I have to? Oh no, I just pretty much use like XRPL dexes and XLM dexes, like your Lumen Swap or Sologenic, whatever's on it and being built, or my Sim wallet is this quarter. I only focus. I'm only taking my life 1 quarter at a time. Like, I'm watching things, I see the greater thing, but like I'm judging where you guys are and where we're at and where the innovation is, and I see what you're doing. And I see you, like, this is cool. But like, yeah, so but now I'm on the XRPL, so I don't really know all this stuff. So I'm appreciative. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so basically if you go to an exchange, right, it's essentially the same thing. So Coinbase, if you go to Coinbase, right, and you want to buy Ethereum, they have essentially a pool of Ethereum and dollars, right? So they're holding both Ethereum and dollars. So Joe Schmo comes to Coinbase to buy Ethereum. He puts $10,000 in, right? And he gets Ethereum. And then they charge fees for that, right? Now, let's say this other guy two, Brian, he comes and he has Ethereum that totals $10,000, right? He sells them Ethereum and takes the money, right? And then cashes out. So they have to have both. So the only thing that like Uniswap or on Binance it does is allows you to be the exchange. It allows you to make the trading fees instead of the companies, the middlemen. So it's actually a good thing. That now you could say that some of the ways that like projects will shill like locked liquidity and all that kind of stuff like can be scammy, or it's just like a false sense of security. Yeah, it can be a false sense of security and stuff like that. And without going into too much detail, I mean we've seen projects that literally add too much liquidity and then the coin doesn't ever move. It just stays still. It becomes a stable coin. So there's balance in all things, but overall it is a good thing that you can take your money, you can say okay, and then it's actually like a way to dollar cost into a crypto or dollar cost out. It's a way to have two different cryptos that you're both bullish on and make money on them, right? So like for example, let's say I believe that HEX is going to go up and I believe that PulseChain is going to go up, right? If I provide liquidity on PulseChain HEX the pair, and I'm bullish on both going up in dollar terms, I can earn a third token, the liquidity token, while still, and if both tokens are going up, while the price is going up, the way liquidity pairs work is that you accumulate the token that is going up less. So let's say that PulseChain is going up more than HEX. I would be accumulating a lot of HEX. Pulse. Well, no, you'd be accumulating a lot of HEX because PulseChain is going up more.
Oh, I thought you said HEX was going up. My bad.
No, I'm just hypothetically saying that if PulseChain went up more.
Question. Sky, question.
Go ahead.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I need a cigarette. One, will you are you guys like actually devs on this? Like,
no, we had to hire the devs out for us. We don't do coding.
But you're hands on this project. Like, this is your project?
Yes.
Not PulseChain.
Not PulseChain.
We're building stuff on PulseChain.
On PulseChain, yes.
Okay, so will PulseChain 1 be listed? Are all the devs doxed? Like, or is the team doxed? Team is not doxed, or like? And I'm okay with it. I was just wondering where we're at on that.
There's a couple that are known to the community, but like
some of them are public.
The main dev, which essentially built HEX in the beginning, Richard keeps private. No one knows who the main dev is.
Yeah.
Okay. I respect that. There's reasons for everything.
No, I get that. That's actually a very good question because most devs, or just like you don't know who's behind a project, if they remain anonymous or faceless, usually not a good look.
Or they're going to push some rando in front of it and whatever. So is it going to be listed? Is it listed on? Will it be listed on Mandala Exchange?
You have to ask them, but
you know,
it's all no, we don't know. And truthfully, it's one of those things where like HEX was kind of like targeted by a lot of exchanges, like not to list. And, yeah, gate kept, and a lot of like exchanges want, you know, like money, like ridiculous amounts of money to list. And if you've ever seen like a Coinbase listing, do you know what happens at a Coinbase listing?
Yeah, it's just expensive. I want it before Coinbase, but
it dumps 60%. Like every single coin that lists on Coinbase dumps hard. So you got to be careful. It's a double-edged sword if you want like a coin listed. Now there's going to be ways to buy the coin without without it being listed on like a centralized exchange. And if you had really waited for HEX to be listed at a top 2 or 3 major exchange, you missed out on a 10,000x. So it's one of those things where you want to buy it before everybody and their grandma can easily just go on their phone and buy it without any work. That's sometimes like where a lot of the money is to be made.
So these exchanges are going to be surprise announcements along the way, correct? Like every first thing, like aside from the
personally, I have no
expectations
I have no expectation that there's going to be a major exchange that lists it, because I think that like a lot of them will be threatened by it doing well. It's one of those things where he made like one of the best assets of all time, and it's literally been outperforming Bitcoin measured from Bitcoin's inception. That's scary to a lot of people. If you're Michael Saylor, that is scary, because you have billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. You want to be betting on the winning horse. So
we essentially made like DEXs popular, because DEXs didn't exist not that long ago. So like when Uniswap first came out, like no one was using it. HEX actually became about 80% of its traffic because we were gatekept. Like we didn't pay exchanges. We didn't give them coin allocations like every other project does. So we needed a decentralized, cut out the middleman, no centralized exchanges. So we made Uniswap popular. We were their number one traffic for months at a time. And now everyone uses Uniswap. Uniswap is the largest decentralized exchange and has more traffic than Coinbase. Like it's pretty insane now. Like it's what crypto was meant to be. It's not to have a middleman, but have code. It's just users exchanging peer to peer and just code in between. No middlemen taking your fees.
What is a HEX? Is HEX a DEX?
No, HEX
is a smart contract on Ethereum. It's a token.
How do you get to? So where's the pre-sale? That's what's first, and that's going to be on Uniswap for PulseChain.
Well, technically, the sale already happened, but HEX is already launched. Like sale for PulseChain was like basically like a month long, and that's over now. So yes, you can sacrifice and get Pulse, but the price is the last I checked, it was like 180x you'd have to get.
It's closer to 300x from the day 1 to day 5 price.
Yeah, because it's compounding every day. So basically, your only real choice is to wait for it to launch and then bridge money over to PulseChain and then buy on the Pancake Swap fork, which is called PulseSwap.
Or use any of your ERC20s that get copied over into a PRC20. You can trade those for Pulse essentially. Yep. Any of those are going to be methods. There'll be a bridge probably at Richard's already made it pretty clear that he wants a bridge to be available at launch. So whatever you have, you'll be able to bridge it over to PulseChain, and then you can just exchange on the network.
Actually working on coding right now. So buy dips after it launches on a major exchange, not financial advice. If you
not financial
not a whale after whales dump and it goes down, like every project always does. This is
most do.
Yes. Yeah, most do. I mean, dollar cost averaging is a tried and true method. So
and really, like with the sacrifice, it's an interesting dynamic because it's actually been left open. So I really don't anticipate PulseChain launching at 300x what the sacrifice. I mean,
It would be nice.
It would be awesome. But
I would probably be tempted to take profits. Not gonna lie.
I think everybody would. So we don't think it will launch there at all.
Very
so
surprised.
I think you will be able to I think.
My opinion
is that you'll be able to definitely buy it for less than what people are sacrificing.
You could sacrifice for now.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's also my speculation.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Joe.
You guys are just blowing my mind and filling me with so much, and I love it, and thank you. And I just wondered, what's the timeline? Like if I get a little roadmap, like just like a basic of when the fuck is the launch? Is it this quarter or next?
So
we've been talking about that for months.
Yeah, we've been doing conspiracy theories.
No, we don't know because it's a great question.
All right, cool. But it makes sense because people can plan. You know what I mean?
No, we're trying.
And that's what I love about this and you guys and being real. And thank you. Thank you.
So there's a couple things with that. We won't actually, even when they get closer and they're pretty much ready to launch, we won't get an exact date just for, like you said, like they don't want people to gamify the launch. But they'll give us like a time window once they're ready. They'll say, hey, Richard will come on like, hey, it's going to launch in a week. It's going to launch in 4 days, what have you. But right now where we're at essentially is they're trying to get ready for V2 on their testing. So, I mean, you can go play around on PulseChain testnet right now. They're trying to get to V2. Richard said once they get to V2 and as long as everything works, no bugs, no issues, they expect mainnet to be able to be launched pretty soon after that. So we're starting to get to that window once where they get V2 out, no issues. People that sacrifice for Pulse will get an idea of how many Pulse tokens they're going to get so they can play around with that. And, you know, we could be days, weeks, maybe top 1 month. Who knows? Software is kind of weird and we're not like that core dev team. So we don't know. But Richard has spoken already that he'll give us a time window of roughly when the fork is going to occur. So we could probably expect like a 1 week window would be my guess. But we're getting close. V2, once V2 comes out, I would say it's very soon. And we're
really
close to V2.
Okay.
That's what Richard said on stream. He said
he did, but
yep,
I mean
he said
I'm gonna say within 6 months is my.
I'm gonna say Q1.
Process.
Yeah.
I'll say
Q1.
I think February was my initial guess. I could stick with that. I mean,
These
I
are
would
just
love it
guesses,
for
Jenna.
December. I would love it for December.
Oh, I would.
But
love
again,
all of it.
but again,
December would be
best way, Jenna, is just literally follow Richard Hart's Twitter, and he will make an announcement of a window before it launches, and that's your source that you go to. You don't listen to any of us and our predictions or anything like that. Just follow Richard Hart on his Twitter, and he'll give us a window before mainnet launches, and you'll have
and the official PulseChain Twitter account.
Yeah,
and
but there's a couple that are
it'll
like
be everywhere when it launches. Like people are going to be bridging money over like crazy to try to buy. You know, because I think a lot of people there's still a lot of people that are sacrificing large amounts, 6 figures. You know, there's a lot of people that are good at math and they're probably waiting. So I would say that first day there's going to be a ton of people that are bridging money over. So you're going to hear it probably all over Twitter. So
guys, do you want to play a game, Richard? Yeah. Okay, can you hear me out? I think I have a fun game and I want to challenge you guys to it and I want to play it. And I want to play it up until launch. If you want to play it with me, I'm going to challenge you. I want us, let's say we have this hypothetical dollar amount. All right?
Okay.
All right. So normal person, me, just finding out about this project. How can I build the biggest bag possible? What plays can I make without sacrificing certain things that I have for certain things? You know, wise. I want to know, and I want you, I want to know with a very small dollar amount. Let's say it's $100 fucking. We're gonna take $100 fucking, right? And we're gonna see who.
That won't even cover my ETH fees.
It's a bridge over. Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
I got a couple comments on this preface already.
I mean, we could go over to the XRPL and turn that 100. I guarantee you, and I'm not guaranteeing because I can't
guarantee. Huh?
Sounds like financial advice.
I mean, I'm saying at least a safe 10x on that in this quarter. Let's say if somebody could do that, or if I'm gonna challenge you to see who could build a hypothetical bigger bag like on their plays to build a bigger bag to buy PulseChain, because if we can help people do that, and I can do it, and you know what I mean, but I think it's a great game, and I think that you should consider it. I'm gonna be doing it, so I just felt like we should play a game.
So I'll make two comments on that. So one, you kind of prefaced it with how can I do this, build this bigger bag, make money, all this stuff without sacrificing much, with maybe $100, something like that, right? So like this is my big thing. I always tell people, right? Like nothing comes for free, right? Whether you're sacrificing your time, money, skin in the game, education, you name it, you have to give up something. Like nothing comes free, cheap, easy. It's not get quick or not get rich quick. God, I always mix that up.
Yeah, you do.
every time. I don't. It's wired in my brain wrong. But there, you have to have skin in the game. You gotta, and that's kind of what Hex goes back to. You're delaying gratification. You're staking out your coins for a long period of time. You're giving up your option to sell, but you're getting yield for it. So you're delaying that gratification for price appreciation and yield. So like, for us, the name of the game is to put the skin in the game, hold, and you realize those big gains. Like a lot of people that got in Bitcoin early, Bitcoin's done over 6 million X, and most people never experience those gains because they sold at the first 100X, 1000X. Maybe they put, like you said, $100, $1,000, and anyone else that gets those kind of gains, why not sell? And like you said, buy something nice for yourself, start a business, get a car, but those are all depreciating assets. So at the end of the day, did you really win, or would you have been better holding off for the next 1,000, 10,000X, and you could have bought 10 cars, 100 cars, start any business you want and be unaffected essentially. So I would advise you still want to put skin in the game. My strategy, and Wendys and I have talked about this a lot, moving forward, just the optimal PulseChain strategy is to accumulate Hex. Right now, too, we're in a nice dip. I think we're still like around like 50, 60% dip. Accumulate Hex. It's going to be copied over onto PulseChain. PulseChain is an ecosystem essentially from the Hex community, so it's going to be the most successful ERC20 coin that's being copied over. So you'll get a copy of that bag. You'll potentially, can't guarantee it, you'll potentially get a couple X run up. So then again, you're increasing your buying power. And then when it launches, you can exchange a smaller percentage, still keep part of that Hex allocation, and you can exchange a smaller percentage allocation to PulseChain. And you can wait, you can DCA, like Wendy said, you can wait to see maybe there's a massive run up on day one, and then a lot of people that had a very good entry point during the sacrifice phase, then they want to take some profits. And when you get that dip, then you can allocate some of those funds. So that's usually my general strategy moving forward. Use the
interest to buy Pulse.
Yeah,
okay,
I was about to say that.
People don't have an interest in this game, but non-Hex people who want to buy PulseChain have an interest in this game. I want to play this game with my friends, my hypothetical game with my DGen friends, because that's like the shit that we do. And I want to see like any of them that believe it like I do, because I'm all about you guys on fucking ETH, and I'm cheering you on. I'm just thinking about from where I am in like what I'm looking at coming into your world when you launch. And I think those are important things with people, like to learn about your project, the transparency, literally all this shit, but how it can fit into their daily life, because not everybody's a whale, but
we, like you think
we
started off,
we weren't whales 2 years ago either.
Yeah, we weren't whales 2 years ago. And the thing is that we had to have a different mentality than most of the people in crypto. I've lost millions of dollars by making mistakes in crypto.
Oh, no doubt.
And I truly believe that like a lot of people learn by making mistakes. So yeah. I don't, I try to tell people, the right way to think and the wrong way to think, but I see it all the time. And me and one of my buddies, like we have a lot of DGen friends, because I used to be in tons and tons and tons of shitcoins, but I just watch them. They get rugged. They get, all this stuff. And every time I'm thinking, oh my God, they just lost like more principal that could be used to, make more money and stuff like that. And, I got to admit, ever since, I really like solidified my position in Hex, like I pretty much just lost stress in the market. Like I don't stress out anymore, like I just think it's a better way to crypto. And I've said it many, many times before, maybe Hex isn't the only coin that should be in your bag, but it should be in everybody's bag. If it's not a part of your bag, then you're fucking up, because it's the best passive income coin.
Also decorrelated from the market.
And it's decorrelated from the market. So why wouldn't it be in everybody's bag? And it just,
exactly.
I would argue it's the most transparent.
If you are adding value and you are solving a fucking problem, and you already have that, your certain audience and everything, which is cool. And I just really, I feel like what brings even more value to PulseChain and a new project like this, and doesn't scare people away, are people who can understand it from another
you know, the crypto community is huge, but I do believe in unity, and I do believe in like there's a lot of shit going on. You have to look at everything around you, but I'm like, how can it just would benefit more? I'm just saying, like
you know what would be
I
good,
want to
Cabana?
talk to my friends.
You know what would be good, Cabana, is get Nagabo, who came from the XR community.
I thought of that, yeah.
On here with Jenna, and then they can compare the differences between HEX and XRP.
XRP, yeah.
That would actually be very good, because I'm not as familiar enough with XRP to point out the disparities between the two.
We could probably find a YouTube link to send with one of his rants.
Multiple links.
Well, he's
Jackpot,
decent. He's decently known in the XRP community. I mean, a lot of them don't like him anymore because he came over to HEX, but he's very familiar with the community.
Who are you gonna say?
Who?
Who are you? Who are
Nagabo.
you?
Nagabo.
Oh, Jesus Christ! It's not the owl. Okay. Thank you. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
I have no idea.
We have an owl we don't like in our community too. How funny.
Very true.
So
but
unwise.
You can like different things, but like communities can like each other. Like this whole like thing, guys. Like I am over here, and I can like you and make money, but the people coming into it in the you know what I mean? I'm for the people. I would consider myself a little bit of a patriot. I don't know, but like, I'm just like.
I appreciate the good vibes, and I'm not gonna like shit on other people's tokens. Well, I'm not gonna. It's not our thing to invite you in and be like, you know what, your thing sucks, and that's not what we do. Exactly what Motley said. Like other people from other coins, they don't even have to. Just dump your whole bag and come into this ecosystem that's being built. It's just okay. It's
opportunity.
It's opportunity of saying, okay, well, let me have a little taste and let me at least see. I'll put 10%, 20% of what I have here that's not really working that much for me into a HEX or Pulse and see how that works. More, I mean, I would say pretty much anybody that I know has done it has stuck because they get immersed in the ecosystem. And it's pretty much the most transparent, best stats in crypto. We had a comment up by Latin American Crypto earlier. I can't find it because chat's blowing by. But, one of the coolest things is the staker app that he brought up. So pretty much anybody that owns HEX, you can bring up, every stake that you have, when it's ending, how much interest that you're earning, and, just daily stats. How many people are buying and selling per day? That's actually one of the things I wanted to bring up here, because this has been
developed by Google devs, ex-Google devs. So it's a nice app.
Yeah, but I don't want to get you too far off the rails.
No, I heard that we could run all night and that would still be okay. And can I ask you how's your Riddler? Does PulseChain have a Riddler community? And also, will they be accepting XRPL projects? That's important to me. Like that are legit and want to be there. Like, are you?
Well, I'm guessing XRPL is on like the XRP's blockchain, right? So it's forking Ethereum. So it's not forking BSC. It's not forking Matic. You have to be on Ethereum mainnet to be forked over. Now, could somebody bridge. Copy? Yeah, could somebody like copy or bridge potentially over from XRPL to PulseChain? Yes, but you would have to take that mantle on yourself, or the community would if they found value in that.
Yeah.
So, but it's technically
potential.
possible.
There's potential there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean you can wrap like pretty much any asset. So like Bitcoin exists on Ethereum, right? So somebody has to build that out, but it's possible.
Ripple has a $250 billion grant out right now, and I love David Schwartz, so I want to tell you that too. But anyway, I'm sorry. I keep going.
You don't have to apologize. It's not. We like talking to there's even a show dedicated to talking to others from other communities. Maybe you hop on the Discord Syndicate and talk with Nerd Girl. She hosts a show. It's called Building Bridges, and you talk XRP to her, and she talks HEX with you. I mean, it's an entire community, and I'm shilling ourselves, but I believe fully it's the best community in crypto. You have we've had streams going on from pretty much 1 o'clock this afternoon. They'll probably go until, I would dare say, 1 a.m. in the morning tonight. And if you want any current update, or any takes or any thoughts or bounce ideas off someone, it happens daily. And, shows like this, aren't being paid for by the coin, by an exchange or anybody.
Exactly.
Like, we do this for our personal enjoyment and to educate others and to help others, because this coin, we feel, is going to be around for 10, 15, way longer than that. And it's a community that's being built here. And that's really important to us. You can see it in all the streamers and, even this show where, very receptive. Motley and Wendys are very knowledgeable in the Pulse because they're invested. They're building on it, and they see the opportunity here, which is so exciting. Vince, I'm sorry, you're with the same with them as well. So
it's my favorite color. I'm not going to miss what Hex did. I'm in.
I still don't think you've missed Hex either. That's the thing.
I didn't even know. But like, what was that? Where do I go for this information? Yeah. I'm so sorry. Like, this is a new world. Thank you for everything, sharing all this.
Yeah, but I don't think you've missed Hex either. And like,
Hex is like 20 cents. We all believe that it's going $100 plus.
Like
do you realize? Yeah. You may not know this, but one of the best investors in crypto has hundreds of thousands of Ethereum, and he's been buying Hex from a pretty early point, like a few months after it launched in April. He's been buying. He's bought 10,000 ETH of Hex at a single order, and this guy says that he believes that it's a better version of Bitcoin and stuff. So as far as like the store of value narrative, like Hex is going to win. We all know that. We understand the game theory like very, very in depth. And so we know where this is going long term. And so you're finding out about it at 20 cents. So it's 20 cents right now, roughly. Like, I'm telling you, it's going to $100 eventually.
Oh, yeah. So, you mean in general, in life, long term, it's a winner like that. You don't just mean like win.
Yeah. And well, the other thing is this, right? So you could buy it at 20 cents and it can go to $100. Or you could buy it at 20 cents. You could stake it and you could get 40% APY a year while it's going to $100. And then, think about it. If it goes up, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, you're already retired. So all your other shitcoins could go to zero and Hex could save you. And it has saved many people in the community.
Do you think Hex could be the next Bitcoin? I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
100%.
Jenna, do you have any way to earn yield on your XRP currently? On your
XRP
XRP
absolutely. Yeah. You can definitely like stake XRP, but listen, like there are so many things that you can do in our airdrops. Our airdrops are freaking insane, and like it's ridiculous. We've been printing I don't want to say print stimmy checks, but the XRP army is like, no force to be reckoned with. But yeah, we can do all this staking and APY if you want to do that. But you can do that with your USD. That's nothing special. It's fine. Anybody can stake anything they want to. You can go check out different wallets. Celsius is cool.
How does the staking mechanism work for XRP?
I don't know how the mechanism works, but I know that you get it. Like, you just go right to like Vitru or like one of the ones that do it. I personally don't do that. I'm smart and keep my shit on cold wallets.
So that's smart, right? So that's what I was going to ask, because Hex is actually the only cryptocurrency that actually earns you yield, and you don't have to give up custodian ownership of your coins. So that's actually really smart that you brought up that point, that you don't doing that dumb shit. You don't lend out your coins to a third party that maybe they're trustworthy, maybe they're not, and you lose your entire bag. Hex is truly DeFi. It enables you to earn interest, and you never lose possession of your coins because it's in the actual code. The way the code works, when you stake, it earns you yield. So those coins, they never leave your possession. You don't have to trust the third party. You don't have to go outside the core beliefs of crypto, and you're able to earn that yield this entire time while you hodl, as opposed to lending and trusting a third party, which is the rest of crypto. And that's where you see all these rug pulls, people losing their entire bags. And then again, this is what makes Hex such a better asset when it comes to store value, because it truly earns you trustless yield, and nothing else in the space does. That's why it's such a good tool to look into for the future.
No fucking doubt, like no doubt. But okay. So, but also the thing is, I think it's smart that once you're comfortable with what you're keeping aside in a cold wallet, maybe then you finally get comfortable with the trading bag, and maybe you use that trading bag and avoid some fucking ETH fees, and you play on these XRPL projects and put some money in the XRP army that believes in themselves and get those free airdrops, which they already have liquidity. We don't need a fucking pool. You can go on the Sylogenic DEX, create a custom pair. There's actually a tutorial on my YouTube
YouTube. But you can cash them out anytime. ELS just did the biggest airdrop in fucking history, did 5,000 of their tokens plus to each of these trust lines. Listen, they took time to sort it out. It was great. And I have to tell you, I saw that like some of the first candles that, you know, like literally it was an 8-to-1 where ELS was worth 8 XRP at one point. But the thing is, there's a couple glitches in the deck. So you have to be really careful with your orders. But either way, what I'm saying is you can cash them out. There's liquidity. It's the same thing if you get listed on exchange, and you're going to see a giant red dildo. You got to know when the project's fresh. You got to know when it's going to hit. And I don't play all of them, but I keep a nice chunk of 12 of them. And but I'm just saying, like, there's nothing wrong with this.
Know, I need that unicorn you have, because you talk about trading and glitches gives me stress, regardless of 10%, 20% of my bag. And you're telling me there's glitches and like you have to know when it's fresh and when it's not fresh. Like I want a little comfort unicorn as well.
You gotta go underground and you want to do it and you feel good about it, but it's taking those first steps. But you shouldn't do it and you should stay the fuck out of it unless you feel good about it. But you're a whale. I mean, like, what would you be worried about?
Yeah, but do you know how we became whales? Do you know how we became whales?
Probably
it was not from trading. Do you know how many rich people I know from trading? Zero. I've been in crypto a long time. Zero. Everyone I know in crypto that's multimillionaires is rich from hodling. Okay.
Yes.
What we're trying to tell you is that there's a way to hodl and never touch your principal.
Yield.
Yeah. And like in my case, I always accumulate coins. I never sell, you know, like to where I keep my principal the same. I'm always going up. I'm always moving up. And so that's what I was talking about before. I know a lot of people who would already be retired and sipping Mai Tais next to me. But instead they're playing, many of my friends, they don't listen because some people just don't get it. But guess what? Like me and Motley are flying to London. We just got back from Portugal. We're going to the islands. Why can we do this? Why can we do this in a 50% dip? It's because we learned what works and what doesn't work. So all I'm telling you is that, you know, if you are trading, you know, keep a record, keep a receipt of that. And that's why I'm telling you that you need to get a passive income part of your portfolio because it's going to save you from yourself. I can already tell you, I would bet $1 million that crypto is going to save you from yourself. Just from your mentality that you're telling me.
I am not trying to be the Wolf of Wall Street, but when you're happy with your hodl bags, and you're giving great financial advice, so I believe that you could potentially be a financial advisor.
It's a great opinion that Wendys had.
Because it's very sensible, and you're very intelligent, and I respect everything you said because it makes great sense. However, I don't listen very well. But no, it makes sense. And the cool thing is there are so many different wallets, but not like the dumb ones with no use case. Like you have the Celsius wallet, you have different ones, but not like MetaMask and that. You can lock up different projects and let them stake. Like LSP, like LumenSwap, they have a whole thing. It's just you have to want it. You have to go through the steps. It's there for you with your holding bags, and it is safe now. Like there are, I want to say, like Celsius, Clever Wallet. There's
Celsius is under regulatory pressure from the U.S. right now.
Oh well, who the fuck isn't? And that makes
sense. And Machinsky has started to sell his coins on the community. So like again, this is where you run into issues with. We call that more of like CeFi when it's more actually centralized DeFi, right? Because you're still having to get up possession of your coins. Yeah.
And like Motley was saying, like the government, if you listen to what they're saying, they're going after centralized. Hex is 100% decentralized. Everybody, you minted your own coins, you mint your own inflation through staking, and you never give up your key. You don't give up your keys.
Go after.
So it's an individual thing. Like, you know, at the end of the day, Jenna, you're gonna have to save yourself from yourself, and that's why I'm trying to like.
Tomorrow, what's it? No.
I'm trying to. That's why I'm trying to like. I'm trying to like red pill you.
Fine.
So
take the pill.
Take the damn pill.
I'm telling you what to do, bro. That's how fucking fine I am. And I know it. So you can't shake me. But I love you for being awesome and passionate. But like, no, there are like, what? Gary Gensler? Are we waiting on him? Okay. Do you remember whenever Tesla was getting sued and everybody dumped that shit? What Warren Buffett do? Buy the fucking fear. Okay, cool. Well, either way, I'm going to say use cases are going to be around. ISO 20022 projects are going to be around. They're safe. They take a long fucking time, and greatness takes time. I know that. I happen to know that. So, and I'm also a psychic. Anyway, that is true.
When's PulseChain launch?
Oh, good call.
Thank you.
She hasn't got that reading in yet.
There's a time where he has that card on and you're gonna get the call. Like it's gonna be that moment when, like, how it got its name. I feel like it's gonna be that kind of a moment of when it happens. Like it's whoever's fucking project, and they're gonna do it at the end of the day whenever the fuck they want to. And that's why building this and building your community is so important. What you're doing and it is great. And it's that suspense, and that is what you guys love, right? I love the suspense of wondering when SEC is going to have clarity, but I also want the suspense of PulseChain.
Yeah, we got a DJ in the house. Go, dollar cost, go.
All right.
What's going
Our
on?
resident DJ. Welcome, Jenna. Meet
Hi.
dollar cost. Dollar cost. Meet Jen.
We should be friends. They probably brought you in to come hang out and play with me. Hi, thanks for
He
having
just
me.
likes to show up fashionably late.
Yes,
So that's all.
yeah. Actually, I think I won that bet. I said like 2 hours into the show, I missed it by 8 minutes. But yeah, so I'm kidding. DCC, what's up, man?
What's up,
What's
bro?
going on, you guys?
No, we're
Just
just
having some fun.
talking to our new friend Jenna. But
Hi, guys. I love you.
yeah, I just wanted to pick up on one point that Wendys was making earlier, and the reason I had kept bringing up that Godwale tweet is because he talked about hodling, and Godwale, if he didn't hodl, then he would not have gotten to where he is now. So he
Agreed.
Absolutely.
hodled hundreds of thousands of Ethereum,
Hundreds
And
of
now-
thousands without touching it. It's
and
crazy.
now he sees a better opportunity that he feels that he's going to divest some of that Ethereum into, and that opportunity is HEX. So I just wanted to
All the
touch on that
unicorns
real
back.
Hodl till you're comfortable with your bags, though. Hodl until you hit that magic number. Like, have a goal in mind. Like,
right, but this guy's a billionaire. and,
yeah, cool.
like with a B, and he's comfortable, and
Is that what
he
billion starts
doesn't need to
with?
do anything for the rest of
How long did he
his day.
hodl, and what was he putting in every single week? Like, no, let's hear about it.
He did one
much?
investment. He did one investment 6 years ago. Roughly.
How much?
But held it.
I think it
What?
was
About
300.
300, somewhere between 100 and 300,000 into Ethereum.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe it was
okay,
180.
okay. So
I can't remember
that
exactly.
has nothing to do with anything that's going on right now. I get what you're
Has
saying.
everything.
but For you guys, like,
Has everything.
cool. Yeah, but I'm in that situation now with the new generation. You're mad. You guys are mad because we be doing the
Well,
same shit. But we
DCC can speak to that
my
generation.
billion, yeah, but your shit, no, because I would have to pay gas and all that to come over. I'm making these plays in higher ROI. I'm an ROI maximalist, and I'm making this over here.
Are you?
Without dude, that $300 I pay in gas fees, I can make the world a better place. I can feed hungry people. Do you know where I slept? Do you know where I slept when I was in Miami? I'm gonna tell you where I slept. I bought this XRP rug.
And a cabana.
I paid XRP. No, I slept in the park because I met some dope ass homeless people. The only person that would give me a fucking lighter. And I realized where UBI has some issues and who is falling through the cracks, and that humanity is still humanity. So I don't give a, like, some of us, like, man, there's real people out here, guys. Like, don't count the little guys out.
Well, you would
Well,
also
first of all,
love the
first of all,
community because of
Let's
that.
all
I-
love. Let us all unite.
I've been poor. I've lived in the ghetto. Okay, I had to worry about, there was like kick doors, and this was like maybe like 7-8 years ago, where they like came in, chopped people's fingers off to steal their rings, like some hardcore shit. So I've lived in the ghetto. I've been poor. I worked my ass off as a nurse. Okay, I found out about crypto. I made millions. I lost millions and made millions again. So I'm telling you from experience, I'm not some uppity motherfucker. Okay, I had nothing. I came from the bottom, and I'm self-made. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to like red pill you so you can also be, but it's like, I can tell that your mind's just like jumping everywhere. You see so many opportunity, like you got to slow it down, and you got to recognize like true potential, and that's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to like let you see,
and
I'm glad you found PulseChain, because I think it's gonna do crazy
help.
numbers.
Gateway drug.
But one thing I'm going to tell you is that, you know, you're at risk for selling too early, because you're already telling me that, like, have a number in your head. I'm telling you that I'm richer than I ever listen to me. I'm telling you, I'm richer than I ever considered. Okay. I retired. I not only retired myself, I retired my family. Okay. So like I've been able to do things that are mind blowing because I didn't like lock myself in a box and say, oh, $1 million is a lot of money, it's time to exit out of crypto. Right. If I'd have done that, my parents would still be working.
That way in crypto. Nobody dies. Nobody in crypto thinks $1 million of crypto is a fucking enough. Like I understand what you're saying, and I get that's cool, but that was that way, and I respect you. I respect where you came from, and that you're self-made millionaire. I'm trying to be that way too, 100%. But the things, like when you did things differently, then there was different technology, there were different plays, and the thing is, like, I want everyone to see that, but like, why can't I make those plays next quarter whenever he gets like a pulse on? And I have mad respect for you. And I hope that maybe one day you and I can team up, and maybe all of us, and make this world a better place somehow. And I'm saying that you're not wrong with your plays, but in your people that you're talking to, but you let me in here. I'm gonna talk my shit.
No, I appreciate that. And we talk a lot of stuff here on this channel, but at the same time, it's like, you know, we'd love to answer every hard question. I encouraged you before you even brought you on. I was like, bring the hardest questions that you've got, and I guarantee you that we will answer them because we are that transparent. So I do thank you for that. I wanted to bring up this one site because it's Marco's been chatting it. So hexnoob.com, if you want to just
it's a good place to start.
One and all, one-stop shop
of everything.
Just an aggregate, hexnoob.com. So there you go, Marco. But yeah, I mean, it's got, you know, where to swap, where to stake, statistics, I mean, calculators, I mean, just the best stats in crypto go along with the best community ranking sites, even though let's get that shit off the screen. So yeah, but anyway, DCC.
Yes, sir.
Welcome. We have a member of the XRP army right above you there on screen.
Dollar cost hates XRP.
meet Jenna, and maybe
He's nice to me, bro.
No,
he'll be nice.
DCC,
I'm a shitcoiner.
Yeah. So you know, that's the reason I'm really, you know, happy just to see him on here, because I know your portfolio, just known you for the past couple of years. I mean, you've been in a lot pretty much. And so I would just say, like, being in a lot of different coins, seeing so many areas of the crypto industry, what led you maybe to HEX, and or if it's too late, you know, in Jenna's eyes for HEX, even though we all don't think it is, what appeal do you see in PulseChain right now?
Well, in terms of what I'm seeing right now, crypto's gone to zero. It's over, you guys. That's it. I mean, let's just like pack our bags and leave. I mean, that's it.
Thanks. All right, bye. All right, so that was it. And,
and let's try round two, shall we?
Oh my god, I didn't pop back up again.
So, all right, so I pretty much started in crypto with Litecoin. Originally, my original name was Dogecoin Muhammad.
I like Litecoin Moses better.
And then I changed my name to Litecoin Moses, and then I was Hex Jesus, and then now I am Dollar Cost Crypto. So I'm a man of many names.
That's fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
I like
that was when Dogecoin wasn't worth nothing at all, and it truly was a joke, like an actual joke, which is really funny. Litecoin Moses, of course, that's my more infamous name. Fashionably late Moses, but no, I started with Litecoin. I did very well with Litecoin. I still have quite a lot of Litecoin, but it's the sort of thing is like I kind of subscribe to being coin agnostic. I like being in multiple ecosystems, and more or less, like I kind of collect communities in a way. So it's like if I feel like the community is a very good community, I stick with them, basically, right? The HEX community is one of the nicest communities out here. A little spurgy when the price drops with the new ones.
I would say those are very new.
Those are newer. Yeah.
All of crypto. It's all of crypto.
That's all of crypto, and it happens. It's just like it's sort of the churn and burn that happens in the beginning. Like the coin prices are really high up. That onboards a ton of people. People get in, it goes down. The people who stay around collect coins at the bottom, and then what happens is the prices recover, and everyone's like, oh my god, now I'm rich, or I'm doing very well. And it's literally it's called exponential waves. It happens like every 6 months. There's like a fucking 60-80% correction. Everyone's like, "What, Jenna? Why'd you give me to XRP? It hasn't done anything forever." You hear everything on everything.
It's giving it to you right now. No, it's giving it to you right now. The XRP army is doing it and developing it, and we are airdropping, and we are making the most innovative projects. And if you know the NFT projects of where to look, people think you can't mint NFTs on the XRPL right now. Yes, the fuck you can. It's just not like really effective. It costs like 50 XRP. To us, we think it's a lot, but to you guys, I'm like, yeah, but it's not ETH. But the thing is, it takes time, and it's going to be built, and it's going to be built better. And I hear what you're saying, and I respect you where you came in at, but I think that you also don't know the people in the communities that I do and that I built relationships with, and I know how to start there, and I'm bullish on them, and I know each XRP to me like a fucking dollar, but I only like XRP. Anyone? The best advice I ever got was XRP under $1, and I got it before the lawsuit. And you know why I wanted it? Because they were getting fucking sued, and I was like, motherfuckers are doing something right. I like them, and you understand. So that draws my attention. I want to check it out. Let me get it cheap. Let me get this. Now let me look at other things. And the worst mistakes I made were putting my money into these ETH projects in a fucking MetaMask wallet, letting them lock up because I am not rich as fuck. I'm not throwing $3,000 into one play. No, I grew up with fucking nothing, bro. So, like, honestly, respect you all. But these are my plays for my people, and I love my people. But I believe in them, and it's working out. And if I can sit here and I can place my orders on this, like, on the solo decks, and there I see a 70 XRP spread, and I just go ahead, pop that. And you know what? There's not a whole lot of play in some of these, but it takes, you know what starts it? It takes one fucking badass and one fucking outlaw, the one that nobody likes, and that was X Gold. And I'll tell you what, they actually took time with me and to like show me a couple cool things, and I respect the fuck out of them for that. I don't know whatever, but you know what? The people that try, that believe in themselves.
What are you talking about? Like, are you talking about a project in XRP, or what are we talking about? I'm
talking about all of them. There's literally over in a Zoom wallet. Like I tested this out like a while back. I'm not gonna show anything until the end, but so I made up a coin twice. The first one immediately black hole. It was Safe Mini Baby Gary Doge with my friend because we made a meme for a day, laughed, and then I was like, I pussied out. I was like, I'm gonna get sued. Oh my god, take it down. Now there's memes everywhere, but it was funny. We didn't do anything with it, but I saw that, okay, whatever. But you know, I don't want to be irresponsible, like give it to people and make them think it's a thing when it's not a thing. So it lasted like 2 days before I chickened out. I was like, I can't, you know, whatever. It was funny, haha, but like, nah. Okay, so
are you all in on XRP basically?
What? No, I'm smart. I have a diverse portfolio. I just not into Bitcoin and I'm not into ETH because I want the ROI. And that's because I'm not early. Like I was like late to the party with all of that, with where I was in my life developing my business, and my mistakes are really fucking expensive. Let's be real. Rand will tell you. So but anyway, so I have to adjust to what's going on. And that's the important thing. And that's with crypto, that's with innovation. That's, I think you have to adjust, you have to adapt, you have to keep going. Anyway, so the XRPL has a ton of projects, NFTs, literally whatever, but anything. That's why I'm not so impressed with a lot of things, because I don't see anything innovative with, now you guys, yes, and you're making Ethereum better, and that's why I love it, respect you, and I'm not going to miss out on this. Like I already know that these are gems. I know that these are gems. PulseChain and HEX are gems. However, I have to make a higher ROI over here so that I can make those gem plays next quarter. But that's my strategy. It's not your strategy, and that's fine. But I know what's going on over here because, like, we have different playbooks.
As long as you don't miss out, that's all that matters.
No, I'm not going to miss out. I just need to finish what I'm doing with some things over here, and I believe in this community, and there's just a lot of really cool things. But either way, so I want to tell you about the thing that I found out.
It's really super cool and take me a minute. So I didn't tell anybody about the second token, right? I was like, all right, let's do it with someone who actually knows what the fuck they're doing. And we didn't say shit. Couple hours go by and there were 7,000 trust lines. And I was like, all right, wait a minute. This tells me something. One thing, there's bots because we told no one, right? So first of all, we have a problem. Somebody has bots, they're collecting these airdrops. So it makes it really unfair for people who are airdropping to the first X thousand people. Like we're going to give you. So first of all,
what are we talking, Jenna? What are we talking? I literally I don't know what we're talking about. What coin?
XRPL projects on the XRP.
Oh, so okay, good. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Wait, listen,
what the fuck?
Subject first. Give me the subject.
Take XRP out of it. I'm talking about our bloxchain. So take XRP out of it.
So, okay, wait. Yeah. Let's just go. XRP out.
Match speeds.
Take XRP out of the equation just to talk about our blockchain. So our blockchain is developing. We just are doing it without gas fees. So anyway, but you guys are trying to make better the situation you're in. I get it. I value that, and I still know you have gems, so I'm all about it. And there's plays like what you're doing one way is what I'm doing this quarter. So it's like, bing, we're gonna figure it out. Cool. But anyway, so here's the problem. The devs, they're making these scam tokens on the XRPL because little prips keep popping up. They're the ones that are making these bots that, in my opinion, that are collecting these airdrops. So I am weary of those projects. If I didn't tell anyone got that. Now, let me tell you something. I got asked a couple of days ago if Jenna X was my token, so I had to fess up. I'm like, yeah, that's my token. And I think I looked and I was up to 22,000 trust lines at the time. And with no shilling or anything. And I don't even have that many fucking followers. So it tells me whenever, because I go to do something, I have to be creative with an airdrop. It can't be the first amount, whatever. It has to be something fair when people know. So that's factors, and that's a whole nother thing. But it tells me one thing. I have a hard time. I've met a couple of really awesome people, and I've wanted to work on their projects, and I believe in them, but I don't believe in Binance Smart Chain, building a coin on there that is the most efficient way right now, because you have to build your community. It's old school. Go to Telegram and do all these things and build this community. But your trust lines are already there now, and your shit's already there. We already got that. We don't have to worry about a liquidity pool. We don't have to worry about stressing people out. You can literally just make a project with people you like. Once you get to a point with your bags and you're happy where you are, and you can be like, you know what? I'm going to take off work for 3 months. I want to work on this with you, and I want to work on this with you because I think that you're good fucking people, and I hope that this will all work out. And I'm not ready to retire yet, but am I ready to take off and go pretty much part-time for about the next month over Christmas? Am I crazy? Yeah, no, I know what I hold. So, and then go over and just, I'm going to take through. If I can't do that, if I can't put my money where my mouth is and make it work and do this, then okay, I'm going to go back to doing eyebrows. But until then, I have my girls ready. They know what the fuck to do. I'm going to fucking try it, and nobody's going to tell me different because I see something working. And I also know that you have a gem, but the XRPL is cool. The Sologenic Dex is not I'm not shitting on the Dex at all. It was my first one, but I feel like that could be made better. XRPL punks. You guys know XR punk. Are you guys into NFTs?
Yeah, I have NFTs. Yeah.
Okay, so CryptoPunks and how that went to all crazy, and that's ETH, and that's you guys' game.
What's really interesting is that there is a magical place that you will get a copy of all of your ERC20 tokens, NFTs, and that is PulseChain.
Not XRP tokens, Cabana. You missed
ERC20s. Sorry.
Okay. I think you said XRP.
So you mishear me a lot. You said I called Grant Patrick weak, and it was Fetter. But anyway,
I bet you will have the best fucking NFT wallet. You will be my. You know what? I will make that my only ERC20 whatever, because I believe in what you're doing and that you're gonna have the best wallet, and I like your color scheme, and I really like you guys.
It's all about the colors. It's like fantasy football and picking a team based upon the colors. No, I'm just kidding.
It is what you guys are doing. You're really fucking smart, and I know that this is gonna work out. So I believe in it with you.
But I am being serious with getting a copy of all of your NFTs on PulseChain. So if you're everybody, I mean, the ETH gas fees have just been driven through the roof because of these things, and they're all going to be copied over to Pulse. So that's great, right?
Sure. No, I don't really know exactly what you said. I don't know about copying things and moving them around, but I do know that there is a new development on minting NFTs on the XRPL and that you can do it. And I have one in my Zoom wallet right now, and it's a bit of an underground process. And it's, like I said, costs about 50 XRP to do. It's kind of slow, but you can do it. And we've proven it. We're just waiting, making it better, because all these XRPL NFT projects right now, they're essentially like IOUs, right? You get the token, but the tokenomics are really dope of it. So XRPL, like the X punks, they will, in my opinion, be the crypto punks. They're going to be the crypto punks of the XRPL because they're minting it, they're doing it right. Like Bored Apes, like you have on ETH, we are going to have our Bored Apes on the XRPL, but you can already do that right now with like wrapping your songbird and doing a whole thing in Shabam. It's a couple extra steps, and they give you a utility card, it's shiny, NFT, whatever. But you can actually check these on BitHump. You can check the contract address. You can tell that it's legit, been done. You have your thing, but it's coming. It's innovated. It's tech. That's what we want. That's what we're here for. Like,
so for just talking crypto in general, like what is your time frame? So what is the end game for NFTs? Is it to see something and retire off of in a month, in a year, or is it something that you want to collect, or is it part of your grand portfolio strategy to eventually retire and having all these assets and holding them and having them build wealth? Because I will just say it right now, we all are here because of HEX and PulseChain, and what Wendys was saying earlier, that we've all hodled. I mean, and
yeah,
we're
actually, I did too for 3 years. So I'm like,
I know, but I mean, this guy doesn't work anymore. That guy doesn't work anymore. That guy doesn't work anymore, and that guy on the bottom. And it's like that, but that's what the concept of delayed gratification is and does. And so it's like,
if you're holding the right thing,
and it's like if you're trying to move in and out of markets, I mean, I'm not going to say for a fact, but I'll say there's a 95% chance you're going to get wrecked and lose all of your money. I can say that because I've tried trading before. I've got decent at it in traditional markets. Crypto, you'll get ripped to shreds because of market makers and scam wicks and stuff like that with limit orders. So don't recommend that at all. But HEX teaches delayed gratification, and the people in this chat right now are no better example of that. There is no better example of that, because they've held on, and now they're building. They're part of the ecosystem, and they're full on Hexicans, and it's just they are the builders of this community, and it's growing around them, and it's like nothing I've ever seen. So I just wanted to.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's a story about.
So can I summarize real quick? So if I understand what you're saying, basically you're saying that you feel like you missed out on Ethereum. It's too high in price, so you're going to get into another ecosystem because you're seeding your money across ecosystems that are just starting off. You're going to get into PulseChain after you roll some money into XRPL, I think. And then because that's super cheap right now, that you'll have your version of CryptoPunks and Bored Ape Yacht Club in the XRP fork community, and then you'll Lambo out and then help homeless people.
Right? No, actually, so I don't know if you know this, but like XRP didn't start out as XRP. Like it was like it's like OneCoin or something back in like 1989. Like it's not like a thing. And you can laugh, you can how you want. Like honestly, I don't get. I wasn't laughing. But you know that you can help your Hexicans. Your Hexicans can help my XRP army, and like we can build your Hexican bags. Like we're building our bags. I'm building my bags. on XRP to come over to PulseChain, and I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna store it there because longevity, ETH is not going away anywhere. Bitcoin's not. You all need to chill and like listen. We can work together and be cool. I just need you to know that I know what you're doing is the fucking shit, and I respect it. I respect the OGs, and I will shut the fuck you. I just am Jenna, and I respect you down there, D-Gen, and I know, like, I'm gonna listen to you, but you have me on here, I got one time, and I believe in this, though, but I'm where you guys were, though. I'm not you. I'm, like, figuring it out back where you guys were, maybe, but I don't have a card, like, I don't, you know what I mean?
No, but we want you here,
and I'm doing things. I huddled for 3 fucking, I know what the fuck I hold, though. Even this bull run, if you think that XRP can't do fucking, do you know why it doesn't shoot up like everything? Because it's going to be a central bank digital currency. Okay.
But I've heard that for years. I held XRP.
But why are you holding a coin that's going to help the fucking bankers out?
We have city coins and crypto. Don't you think that somebody had to step up and get regulatory clarity in the wild, wild fucking West? Hello. So, I mean, stop being that. You're trying to keep whatever. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna shut up. Like, do your thing. Like, I'm gonna be cool, but like, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Don't downplay me like I don't. And if you want like to learn anything about NFT projects and all of these things, I'm not talking about
trading. The U.S. government kicked out XRP. They're working with the fucking Chinese now.
I know.
What are you
talking about?
XRP has just become a currency. It's become their version of a transact in order with all the South Asian countries now. It's not even anything with the United States anymore. It's literally just a Chinese and South Korean coin. Like, what are we talking about right now? Like, you can have your XRP bag, but Jesus.
Yeah, no, all of the deals. It's not about collecting XRP right now. XRP underdog. Do you think Rosie Rios would back Ripple? Rosie Rios, she signed to $100 bill, motherfucker. Rosie Rios, she would join Ripple. Rosie Rios. Oh my God.
I'll look it up on Google.
What are we talking about?
Motley's gonna go.
The U.S. Treasury of the United States.
I can't understand you.
Okay, all right.
I'm out of here. Fuck this, dude. I'm sorry, Cabana, dude. I am losing. Like, dude, I am trying right now. I'm so fucking hard. I really respect.
I'm gonna shut up. It's your show.
But my fucking head fucking hurts.
No, you don't go. You don't go. I'm sorry. You're no G.
You don't go. You stay. You stay or you scam.
I'm gonna smoke it there, guys. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna smoke here and take a time out. I came in here with a fucking unicorn and cried once. I'm gonna watch that. I did.
Cabana, you're a good host. You suck. It's all your fault.
Sorry, get this guy out of here.
You guys are all lame.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Gosh. It's all your fault.
Yeah, we need to bring on Nagabo.
I just blame Cabana, really.
Yeah. I mean, this is.
And on that note.
I would like Nagabo to come on. That'd be interesting. Oh, you lost her, and he's back, but she's gone.
No, she turned her camera off. She could come back, but
okay.
It was a.
No, I wasn't trying to do anything. I just my brain was not processing what she was saying because she wasn't.
She's in the green room. Perhaps she'll come back.
I know. I'm not saying nothing bad. I'm not trying to talk bad. I just I've tried it's like she wouldn't say that the project. She would like. Hey, you guys, I'm in this.
Yeah,
and then
her brain was all over the place, so she was just
saying
what is random things. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. All right. Well, we will let that just simmer for however long it needs to. I do enjoy having people from other communities come on here. So
DC showing how I feel on the inside, but I'm just keeping it in.
Yes, and I do appreciate. I'll give a shout out to Marco in chat. He's been actually great with his level-headed comments. I mean, you have to talk to people from other communities. It's not just the maximalist kind of thing. And
of course, Cabana. But I've talked to a ton of dude. I'm in all the communities.
That's why I love you here, man.
What was that? That was not normal. That is not normal at all. What are we talking? Dude, I have been in every shit coin ever. Like, what are we talking about here? Like,
Miguel, Google word salad. Google that.
Yeah.
And there's your answer.
Like, hey, dude, I want to throw my respects right now to Fresh and Fit because they go through this shit all the time. When they bring on 8 fucking girls off the street to talk to them about anything, my God, those men have like the patience of Christ. Like Padre, Hijo, Espíritu Santo.
Well, this is the thing, right? Like when you're new to crypto and you haven't made it and you're learning, you need to listen more than you speak. And when you speak more than you listen, it just tells me all that it needs to tell me. And that's why I was trying to say, hey, get a passive part of your portfolio because it's going to save you from yourself. Clearly,
right. And sometimes you have to learn the hard way. That's really the
and that's why I said
really the only time the
like,
message gets through.
Yeah, exactly. She'll either learn the hard way or she won't, and she'll just keep losing money. Yeah. Not everybody's going to make it, guys. Not everybody's going to make it. Getting rich is not necessarily something that comes fast, even in crypto. Yeah. It's not for everybody. So.
Let me give you guys a perfect something like in terms of like what happened to her. I'm not going to try to roast her, but I got to roast myself. I've been in coins where I stayed in too long, and I was like I fucked up basically. I lost money, or I just didn't go too well. Like even recently, one of the best investments I ever did, I made a ton of money. It didn't do anything. I had a lot of people. And move
ECC.
And keep it passive.
Is he cutting out or me?
Yeah, it's him.
There's a little lag spike, but he's.
Oh, is it cutting out?
Yeah,
you're good.
You lag a little bit.
Good now, continue.
Oh, did I? Oh, my bad. Oh shit.
All good.
You see, I talk shit and then like.
Internet's bugging you right now.
I know, right? But it's the sort of thing where like sometimes you just gotta keep it moving sometimes, and that's the problem too. Is like it's okay to like if you get into other like HEX is a great coin, it's performed well, the community's awesome. We're going to be building PulseChain. Does not mean I'm going to stop being a Hexican. I'm going to own PulseChain and PHEX and HEX and stuff. But it's the sort of thing where like if for some reason one of your coins is just not performing after you've given it a bunch of time, you care about it, it's still good. You can just sell a little bit off, get into something else, and just keep it moving. You know what I mean? Leave a moon bag just in case later it's like, holy shit, it's pumped to list, and you're like, yeah, I still have some because I was there early.
It's liberating, actually. Yeah.
That's
I mean, selling something that doesn't work, and I've done it, and it takes time to learn that because you do become invested with your ideas, and especially with not a lot of experience. That's what happens. It's like, okay, I know this. I have plenty of time ahead of me, and I see the long term, and this is what I think is going to happen, and it doesn't happen. And a year goes by, and then 2 years goes by, and it's like, okay, and then you get to a point to where it's like, okay, I know how this game works. There's nothing happening here meaningful. Maybe it'll get a pump or something like that, but I can let go some of this now. Exactly what you're saying, DC, and then you put it into something else. And you're at least like that weight on is lifted off of you, kind of, what I mean? And it's like, okay, I'm into this other thing now that I can root for and that I think is doing all right, but I'm also not weighed down by this anchor that was holding down my entire portfolio.
Right. There's something I teach, right? So let's just say if you want to have a diversified portfolio, right? You put 20% of it. Let's just say if you first get into crypto, right? You put 20% of your portfolio into like 5 coins, right? And then what people do is that they really love one coin, and it's okay to do that, right? But what ends up happening is that 80% of the money, of all the money that they're actually throwing into crypto, goes into one coin. If the coin's working out, woo, awesome. But when it's not, their entire portfolio is weighted down because like that one coin that they're 80% in isn't performing. And it's a sort of thing where like it's okay if you invested 20% of your portfolio into a coin and that coin went up 10 times. It's okay for that coin to be that large of your portfolio because you only really put 20% of your actual real life capital into it versus I didn't put 80% of my money to make it that big of my portfolio. That's where people get into trouble. But if you choose to because we're all grown-ups here, if I choose to put like all my money into HEX, that's my responsibility. I chose to do that. That's cool. But then what happens is people get frustrated or just start coping when they put 80% of their capital into one coin and it does not move forever. No one told you to do that. Everyone here is an adult and they chose to I chose to push the red button. I chose to push the green button on that position. And that's the sort of thing where people don't understand how to position, like how to put sizing on certain tokens and stuff. And especially if a coin is stuck, it's really not performing and you've gotten to that magic number, like you said. just let's keep it moving into something else, and that's it. And we don't have to like make it into a huge argument because I wasn't trying to bash you for any of your because your ideas are not
What do you
wrong.
look for? What do you look for in those top 5? Like, how do you pick those top 5? What do you start out with?
It depends on it's changed. So crypto changes like the seasons, right? Like right now we're in full L1 season, which is exactly what's going on right now. PulseChain's coming out. There's Solanas, there's Polkadots, there's Kusamas, there's Lunas, AVAXs, Phantoms. Basically, we're in the spring of the L1s, which means because Ethereum's gas fees, like what you said is correct, the gas fees are fucking horrendous. Like most times I use Ethereum, I'm paying like $800 for a transaction, realistically, when I'm doing something in Ethereum, even to unstake some stuff. So what's going on right now is
still on the top. It's still on the top.
Yeah. So people right now are moving their money into new layer 1s. And that's where people are making all their money right now, right? Hex is making its own layer 1 token, which is PulseChain, right? And you're the same thing with the project you're investing into, right? And that's totally okay. But it's the sort of thing where
mine are way later.
If you just closed your eyes like this and just said, okay, I'm gonna put my money into just all the L1s, you'd probably win really well. But at some point, the L1s are gonna stop performing, and then guess what? It could be the gaming sector could be popping, or it goes back to the old school. What if Ethereum in like a year it actually finally does scale? You know, I know I'm kind of laughing at that, but like let's just say it actually scales. then guess what happens? All the Ethereum tokens that aren't performing, like something like Aves and stuff like that, will start going up because of the ETH prices. It's a sort of thing where you have to be paying attention to the ecosystem enough to be the only coins that pump regardless are just like because of dumb money is just like a Shiba Inu, a meme coin, or like a Bitcoin because of big money, or an Ethereum, just the token itself because big money gets it, or a Hex or something.
Don't just some candles.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. And this is where I'm not trying to disparage XRP. XRP is not at that yet.
Yeah, use case is what's important, and what you're getting at. You're so right with that top 5. That's beautiful. Like that's the top 5. But if you're starting with the top 5, you want use case and longevity. That's your base. That's your base of your portfolio. You have to build a strong foundation, right? But each one is a different store of value, and they're going to be around. Bitcoin is king, right? Let's be real. It's been here first, and cool. And
that doesn't mean that there can't be better things.
Listen, I don't even own Bitcoin. I don't give a fuck about it. Like, it's fine. I know. I don't care what I said it. But like,
that's okay. I mean, you don't have to.
But it's like the thing is use case and doing your own research. EYOR. But where could they start? Like CoinMarketCap. Like, where would you start to research? What's your advice to someone to research the top 5 where they could get into?
All right. So okay. Obviously, follow Crypto Kahana. And everyone on this stream, obviously, right? Of course, that's a given. Of course.
Crypto Kahana, can you spell that?
Cabana.
You know the host.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
How do you spell that guy's name?
Crypto Kahana. I will follow you. I will follow you guys. I'll follow you guys to the moon.
So, all right. Basically, the way you start off is you go onto Twitter. And you start following basically a lot of the starter people in terms of cryptocurrencies, right? So you follow Ethereum, a lot of people who are Ethereum developers, and from there you go to Bitcoiners. Well, you can skip the Bitcoiners, kind of shit assholes, but like you just go down the list of just follow the main important people from each token. So you go down the top 100 list, right? And start finding like who are the kind of the main people of that, and eventually you build essentially a list of basically 100 people, 200 people, and then you'll start getting certain retweets and likes, and you'll start finding other pages, and then you'll start seeing what's actually hot in crypto at the time. If you're really new to it, if that's all you're trying to do, right? And it's a sort of thing like you have to start. I mean, you can watch my channel, but there's a lot of people on Twitter. You just got to be really. There isn't that many. Like it's hard, because things come and go like the seasons and stuff in crypto. So I mean, like it could be Bitcoin season, and then Bitcoin's not doing so hot anymore, and Ethereum's the one popping off. Hex is always doing pretty good, but
Coinbase would be cool if their customer service didn't fucking suck.
For which?
Coinbase would be cool if their customer.
Oh yeah, they suck. They're never gonna get better at that.
Yeah. Basic, like that was my first starter. What were you guys' first starters? Like, what was your first exchange? Like, where would you start at?
It's Coinbase for me.
Yeah, Coinbase for me too.
And they're the top ones. And
but even that's evolved now, right? So it's like I'll go around the room, I guess. But now, like Coinbase is only used out of necessity for people as like just a bare on or off ramp, because where has it evolved now? Uniswap and Matcha and other decentralized exchanges, and it's like you don't have to deal with a lot of this nonsense. Yeah, you got to get funds to clear and all that, so you have to jump through, a certain hoop every now and then. But I mean, the decentralization, and Uniswap coming forth, and perhaps something being built on HEX, even though that's seems to have been held up, judging by Richard Hart's comments last night. But it's constantly developing. There will be new things coming. So Coinbase, then Uniswap, then what? Like there will be something better, I think.
Absolutely, there will be. But let's just talk about who stole the show. Motley Investor. Have you ever watched A Scanner Darkly?
No.
A Scanner Darkly with Keanu in the suit. Like, you just rolled in with the coolest shit. How did you? Oh my god!
Snap camera.
That movie is really cool, actually.
That's so cool. All right.
Keanu's my boy.
Oh my god, me fucking too. He's so low key awesome. I could never be that.
And he hasn't aged in like 2 decades. So
yes,
he's doing something right.
He's coming back younger in the fourth Matrix.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And you know what? That's just it. You said it. And isn't that what we're all here for? Break free from the matrix and freeing yourself. I had to tell myself like 3 or 5 times this week that like
red pill. Yeah.
Yeah, that like it was okay to take naps when I wanted and recover from fucking Miami last week. And like I'm gonna hop into this project. I have to deal with this like strep throat and be here with you guys and like still get my life together. But that, I don't have to be I don't have to be a slave to a 9-to-5. And I think it's breaking those people out and breaking them matrix. And that's how we grow crypto. That's how we get mass adoption and, and giving them awesome information tools. And yeah. We should learn from Keanu, but matrix is real. I'm telling you.
Yeah. And you've actually brought up something very interesting. I just wanted to touch on. It's about like community and doing good. And that's like just one of the kind of intangibles, I guess, of HEX that nobody hears about unless you're in the community. There are some very charitable and good-minded people in this community and in PulseChain, and it's only growing. And if prices continue to hold or perform as they are, and the interest is growing, for these people, it can be literally a world-changing population of generosity, I should say. And Crypto Heartbeat in his channel, messages of positivity that he has, and man, that's just the PulseChain side too. In HEX, we have so many people. I know Freddie quotes like he wants to do things for the homeless or has already done them. Kinetics, working, animals. Vince, same thing. It's like helping out people. So it's certain situations. So it's a whole community, and that's what people who from the outside don't really get until they're here and they have these discussions. So I'm not using that to be like, this is why this is awesome, but it is one reason why this community is absolutely awesome, because you get to I know everybody in this room because we've probably streamed for probably a year and a half or so, on
person.
And in person, and we've met. I've met Motley. I look forward to meeting Wendys, DCC, and Vince, and I've met so many others probably within the past 2 months. And it's like real life people. It's not like, oh, hey, I own a bunch of Bitcoin and I hope it goes up, and I'm not really attached to these other guys. I just watch BitBoy and he says 6-digit Bitcoin next year, and I'm just gonna hold on to my Bitcoin bag and hope that it hits, and then that's it.
Fuck BitBoy. We have a rap.
No, but I'm just giving you a hypothetical here. So yeah, we have these bags, but you know that they are staked for 5, 10, 15, 12, 7 years. And it's something that's being built and supported by each other, and there's no other community like it. Just hands down.
Looks like
I've spoken my piece.
I love your piece. Yeah. I love it. But here's the thing, you're right with that, because think about it. We get so passionate and heated, and you have to think about people new coming into it. Us yelling because we're so passionate about where we are and we're all alpha about it, right? But that's going to deter new people and mass adoption is coming, but we're going so fast and it's beautiful. But here's the thing, we only lose because we sell out of quality projects, out of if I only lost money in the whole 2016 when I got into it, Bitcoin ETH, because I sold. Had I hodled, even at buying at the peak around 16,000, if I would have held that now, I would have still been up, right? But everything, if you look at it, it's still going up. And anything with a use case is what we gotta, focus on.
There's only 1% of the population.
Exactly.
I don't even think it's 1% of the
That was my
population.
point earlier.
So
Right
yeah. So.
We still have exponential growth. I mean, we're going to grow really quick up until 20% of the population, and then it slows down a little bit after that to the next 20%, and then at 40%, I mean, basically everyone's in basically after that, because
it just becomes an S curve at that point.
Yeah. I mean, even if you look at internet in terms of how much of the world has internet, it's 73% of the world has internet. I don't even think we're at 80% of the world has internet. That's crazy. And the internet's been around legit, literally, where normal people could get it since the late 70s, 80s. That's insane.
Absolutely. And if we're not thinking though 5-10 years ahead, then you're getting behind. But not everybody gets like that, and we can't bring everyone to the future with us. And we get that. And we can't help everyone, and that's hard for me as an empath to understand. But man, I don't know where I'm going with all of this. I had a whole other questions, but I just want to say one thing. If there is one thing I've learned, and I've learned a shit ton, it's from David Goxstein, who's taught me how to understand that other crypto projects can coexist and why unity is important. And I see it, and I understand that you're going to take a lot of shit, but don't take no fucking shit, and do what you believe in and be who you are. And I believe in every single one of you guys, and I want to say I'm sorry if I disrespected anybody, but I just hope that we can find a way to add value into each other's projects over time, however that works out. And yeah.
No, definitely. I mean, I wasn't trying to I could not understand you. I mean, literally.
I'm a nerd. I'm sorry. I got you guys.
GCC couldn't understand somebody that actually talks faster than him.
But I'm a noob.
Yeah, that's insane. I'm a bit of a crackhead when it comes
that is rare. I will say that. I've listened to some of his podcasts, and I'm like, wait a second, I gotta back the speed down. That doesn't happen usually. But yeah.
So what's next for PulseChain?
Just waiting on launch at this point.
Yep. I mean, testnet V2. So the exciting thing about that, Richard said that you actually see the sacrifice balances. He kind of walked it back a tad, I thought, last night, but to actually see the balances in people's wallets. And there's a lot of mathematical calculation that goes into that, right? Because after 5 days, the formula changes and time versus the amount sacked and all that. So I understand it's a lot of work, but after that, I think, what we say towards the first 30 minutes of the show, I mean, we all took a little gander, and I said, what, Q1? Motley, I sense he walked it back. I think he might be a little more bullish than me.
I mean, my initial prediction was February, but then one of the main PulseChain devs came in and said they could potentially be ready to go December. So whether or not they actually
said
get there.
November.
Yeah, he said November, which was very surprising. Then that just added to our conspiracy theory of November 18th. But yeah, I don't know. I think as soon as we get V2, I think we're very, very close. So if we could potentially get V2 at the end of this month, beginning of next month, and then after that, who knows? As long as everything runs smoothly, mainnet could launch very quickly. So I mean, it could be honestly anywhere between December and February is kind of my guess, that range.
My favorite day was Valentine's Day. I thought that would be kind of funny.
Aww.
14 pulses on Valentine's Day.
And Valentine's, it's the heart symbol. So yeah.
You said Valentine's Day. I want to write these down. All right, I just want to write these down. All right, $1.
The guys on Happy Hour said it's going to be on Valentine's Day.
I love this shit. Okay, he said V-Day. All right. So
V-Day.
And Motley, what was yours?
I will do. I will say December 14th. I'll go early. I want it to launch. I'm ready.
I do think the snapshot will be announced on the 2nd, though.
He said
Really?
he said no snapshot. He said no snapshot on his last stream. Oh, I'm getting feedback. But it's going to be. He did say on the stream that's going to be a fork.
Yeah, it's just going to be a fork, no snapshot.
Yep.
Okay.
I know he's kind of waffled back and forth between the two.
Yeah.
What's the feedback coming from? Someone got playing in the background. Yeah, December, whatever I just said. I don't even remember. 14th.
14.
Gonna go with March 14th for pi because of mathematics. And no other reason.
Nice.
Vince.
I'll go New Year's Eve.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Because why not?
And Wendys.
January 22nd.
Boom.
22nd.
Wait, the 27th or the 22nd or that week?
22nd.
22nd.
Richard, what did you say? Cabana?
314. So I am in agreement with the capture of the JS here, evidently.
Some of these days he could potentially get laid. He only gets laid on holidays. Do you think it's going to be a holiday when the boner strikes? Is the strategy that I'm seeing here? I think he's going to catch you all off guard, and
when the boner strikes. So
let it go.
Vince misrepresented the. I mean, so did you actually, DC. You said it was like a sex toy or something on one of your streams, but it is a female orgasm, not the male orgasm that PulseChain was named after. 14 pulses.
I must have misheard because he kept talking about the hibachi.
Yeah, like when you said on your one stream and you said it was like after a sex toy, I was like, what the fuck is he talking about?
I don't know why. Maybe I'm thinking it was fucking Mandela effect or some shit, but I was like, I swear, I don't know why I thought that.
The female orgasm.
Whoa, wait, we're going to talk about this. 14 pulses.
Yes, hold on. Let me get the.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to take this back because
Me again, huh?
Hey, honey.
Wow.
Hey, Vince. How are you doing?
Doing good.
Good.
How are you?
Good. I like your fashion, mate. So 14 pulses. That's impressive. That's fucking impressive. Are you impressed?
Yeah.
I mean, do you think that was real, or do you think that was?
Well, I tend to just take Richard at his word for everything that he says. So
Wait, that's him? Is he the creator?
Not him. Richard Hart.
Richard Hart,
the creator of HEX. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. He's the one everybody gives all the shit to. Okay, yeah. Okay, so Richard Hart can get 14 pulses.
Yeah, well, so he says.
Let me tell you one thing, Vince. This is like, I want to stay in here with you and talk with you because I want to have this conversation with you. So I'm a bit of a data analyst, and I'm also a female. There's one thing I know. The only way that I have ever gotten 14 pulses is by my motherfucking self with a fucking vibrator or some kind of, like, it wasn't by a dick. And it could fingers with, I mean, okay, never mind. There are things, but that's impressive. I don't know who's watching. Hopefully they're like, whatever. It's not I don't care. So here's the thing. This changes the game. But either way, we know. I mean, am I allowed to say that? Can we just, I just want to be like closet with Vince. Can I go back in the hole with Vince? Can we put us in the, yeah. So, okay, Vince, what's your experience? Like, what was the biggest pulse you ever got a girl to do? And I've never counted a pulse. I've never let someone check my pulse. Oh my God, is that a thing?
What, checking pulses?
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure.
I've never personally done it to another female, so I'm curious. Have you?
I have not.
You have not checked the pulse.
No. Unfortunately, no.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like we're gonna come back to this, but I feel like
Sure
you
we
and
will.
I feel like we could figure this out.
Probably.
I feel like it's bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on the pulses. Guys, come on, have you guys made somebody do a 14 pulse? I'm telling you right now, I have never fucking gotten one other than myself. Like, and I never checked my own pulse. But I know the only way it was with a fucking machine. And
Richard
has one in his living room.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, but
calls it the jackhammer.
Oh, he's busting out the
I forgot what it's called, but it's pretty heavy duty.
You had 14. You say you've never had 14 pulses before, but have you been with a hexagon? Just saying.
I mean, I like to consider myself a little bit of a slut, and I have not. And I don't know about it, but I just like to hang out alone. So
gotta bring in the heavy machinery for 14 pulses.
That's all I'm getting at. So he's gonna bring in. I feel like there's gonna be heavy equipment. I feel like he's definitely gonna be partying, but I feel like he's the kind of guy that's really fucking smart. That is just gonna fucking like. He's obviously out of the matrix. He doesn't need a reason to party. It's just gonna fucking happen.
He likes to refer to his dick as a toilet paper roll.
All right.
Yeah.
Everybody has a thing.
Yeah, it's just girthy. That's all.
Yeah.
You know what? I think there's also a point where there's too much, and it's just like, well, but we're not even gonna go there. We're not even gonna go there. We're not even gonna go there. I'm really happy. This made me love this project so fucking. I'm gonna follow it so hard because it's hard, right? You can't not like this fucking project.
God bless America.
God.
All right.
God bless Richard Hart. You know what? I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but bro, cool. I'm gonna have a prediction in a couple weeks. Maybe I'm going next quarter. He's the best out heavy quick.
So you go quarter by quarter. It's all about the long game, right?
Yeah, it is. But like, I look at all of it. I don't just look at like little things. Like when he pulls his dick out, is one of the things I'm going to be thinking about in the back of my mind while I'm doing my other things. Like I'm going to be like over here while I need distraction with this. Like,
I really hope we get Cabana's channel pulled out. Let's go. Everything.
It's fun. It's a fun rabbit hole, guys. We just said it again, rabbit hole.
Burn it down.
This is happy hour. This is happy hour.
And we're putting it out.
A happy ending on happy hour.
Mm-hmm. I like it. There's nothing fucking
the
wrong
stream
with
has turned out
natural. We found a new way to finish, guys. We found a new way to finish the stream.
Thank you for making fun fucking crypto. Thank you, Jesus. Somebody had to do it. Somebody with a personality came in here and just like shook shit up. I love this shit. I'm gonna tell my girls about it because I hang around bitches all day. Trust me. I'm going on a whole consensus. And I'm gonna come back with my prediction. I love this. Thank you. That's all.
You're certainly welcome. And shout out to all our wonderful Hexagon ladies who I think are the best women in crypto. Just saying. There are Twitter channels.
You're fucking right there.
Yeah. Our women are badasses. So that's all. I'll leave it at there.
They've got to be to hang out with you guys. Like, honestly, they've got to fucking be. Like, I feel like you guys might turn me on into a little bit of a hexagon. But I'm still gonna love the XRP and XRPL. There's nothing you can do about it.
It's okay to own multiple coins. BC was saying that earlier, right? It's like you don't have to just go all in on one, but if diversify, it does kind of like open your horizons, and two, relieves stress, the weight of
just don't go into like 20 coins. That's
NFT, like a locked NFT of the whole event. Or it didn't happen for the launch. I'm just saying, if I was going to do something epic like that in 14, like I would actually have the NFT on there because fuck it. I already figured that like one day, if ever I would get famous, it would be from a sex tape.
So like I think that NFTing that is not even a bad idea. And like, you know what? Like whatever. It's just another thing. It's just like another surprise and this little like there's like a little I'm sorry, I'm having way too fun. Am I making everyone awkward? I'm having a great time.
Nope.
All right.
Not me.
I think it's funny. I would never fuck him, but I think it's funny. I'd rather fuck myself.
Once again, who are we talking about again?
I think Richard. I think.
Got you.
I think.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I'm sorry. You got me.
Yeah, there you go.
We're on the same page, eh?
Oh, we're on the same page here.
We're probably coming to a decent point to where we can start to wrap this up because we've gotten into certain
Cabana's worried about the future of his channel.
We're
bring
fine.
It down, YouTube. Bring it down.
If we've survived it through by now, I think we'll be all right. So,
know,
Jenna,
man.
I don't
14
know.
pulses is a lot.
You guys, no, this is like the Barstool Sports of fucking crypto.
Oh God.
No, I fucking.
I take that as a huge compliment.
Thank you. Yeah, God, you fucking should. And thank you for putting me on my first real podcast. And I hope I didn't fuck it up too bad.
No,
and
you're
happy
good.
to have real fantastic.
So I did want to before we head out for the night. We do this segment. We've done it for probably a couple months now, Jenna, and we find a certain photo or image, and we're trying to make sense of it. And the segment is called
The fuck is this?
Yes.
The fuck is this? So this was taken from the Knights of Crypto stream the other night.
Son of a bitch.
And I really, I listened to it, but then I watched it back because I was trying to understand what was going on. And I was just saying, like, Motley Investor, the fuck is this, man?
Well, Cabana, when you work out too hard. No, so I may have been messing around with the bodybuilder filters, and it said abs, so I thought it was going to give me abs, and then it just put me in the middle of some dude's chest. I was just like, what the fuck? Mistakes were made, all right?
At least it didn't put you in the junk, dude.
Yeah. I'll take it.
It's definitely not gay. And how
I agree, Jenna. I agree.
But how do you get veins like that? And I just don't normally see those things.
Dieting, working out. Yeah, just low body fat percentage.
Yeah.
He's probably dehydrated too.
Yes, that's what it is. All right. I think we're.
Can I ask one last question?
Oh, absolutely.
Since we put things out there. Okay, so is it gay if another guy sucks your dick? Like, do you consider that gay?
Yup.
Yes.
I would.
Bruh. Like, what?
It's so gay.
It's so fucking gay.
I hope, man.
There's a spectrum. Like, do you think that there's a spectrum?
There's a hard line with guys. It really is. It's like, all right, fuck it. I mean, I'm already drinking.
I mean,
so
if it was like a super passable training and you didn't know, then I guess you wouldn't know that you're gay. But
Thailand scenario.
Yeah, like a Thailand scenario.
Thailand scenario.
That's when you enact the military policy of don't ask, don't tell.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But like, okay, that's fine. That's totally cool, and that's fine.
No, it's not.
No. But the thing is,
Okay.
but I.
Falls in the forest and no one hears it.
I'm a little gay. No, I'm a little gay. We're talking about like vagina pulses. I feel like most people on a spectrum, right? Like, most people I think that there is a gay spectrum. Okay, so I guess what I'm asking is like, do you think that sucking, does it make you gay if you suck another man's dick?
Sure.
Yes.
Should you tell your partner if you suck another man's dick?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're having feelings like that, you're like, yeah.
Depends if you want to keep her or not.
Yeah. What? Like. Damn.
Wait, she has a dick? Wait, what? What, Vince?
Well, it doesn't matter.
No,
But
but you should be who you are, and don't you think you should be transparent with your partner if you are going to suck some bro's dick?
All right.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, that sounds okay.
I don't know if that's a bro. Like, I think you're taking that word a little liberally. Like, because I got bros, but we don't do that.
Well, no, I'm not saying all guys do by any means. I
Hex
know
is
you
the
know
most
that.
transparent crypto.
I just thought while we were here.
I hope you enjoyed your channel while you had it, Cabana.
Yeah, Cabana, man, RIP, bro. Thanks for all the hard work you've done for Hex.
No, I appreciate it. And
it was a good run.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
what are you talking about?
Give Cabana his
we found out
we're going out on top, shall we say?
Pulses.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for those who are still in chat, and there's a lot, I thank you for sticking with us because you are happy hour hardcores, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Woo. All right, Motley, I have a note on here. You have any takes on the Vieira versus Misha Tate fight tomorrow night?
No clue. Honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just had a UFC note because you like to touch on those.
No,
it's not like a huge card or anything. So
yeah, I don't follow them closely enough. So no comment on this one.
All right.
Sorry.
And Vince's Fumble Fridays is down to, and this is kind of exciting, Freddie Quotes and myself, due to the Pittsburgh Steelers tying, which you cannot advance on a tie. So me and Freddie, we're trying to come up with a bet. So community, if you want to throw in a comment in chat or on the video, one of the ideas that we had, not just monetary, so X or something like that. He had a great idea of a Hex takeover, and he would actually host happy hour. I suggest that he host happy hour if he loses, because he already flat out said that he doesn't really know what he's doing. So I think it would be absolutely hilarious. And I would host Steak and Bake, which was on last night, by the way. And I wouldn't know what I would be doing there either. So I don't know. Ideas open to them.
It'd be even more funny if you had to smoke.
I think humans are weird.
Not wrong.
No, you're not wrong at all.
You just have to find like the right kind of weird that like meshes with your weird. And Hex is the most transparent.
Most transparent weird.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, indeed. So, all right. Well, we will wrap this up. No pun intended. Jenna X.
Not a fan.
Where can we find you? Where can we find you on the social medias?
Like in Jenna X somewhere, XRP Jenna XRP. I don't know, but I will say one thing because we're leading into the epic show list. The Jenna X is mine, and if you see an X Jenna token, that's not mine. It's a copycat. Like it's me. Like it's me. Like you'll find me places. But I would tell other people things then.
Well, awesome. It was great having you. Motley Investor, tell the good folks out there where they can find you.
Motley Investor across all platforms. So YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all those good places. Also go follow Legion VC News. That's part of the company that Crypto Events and Wendys for Tendies and Dollar Costs and I started. So go follow it on Twitter, YouTube, and we're working on some projects for PulseChain. So stay tuned for that.
Wendys for Tendies, where can we find you, brother?
At 4tendies on Twitter, and then also check out our merch store, hexmerch.com. We have a lot of new additions lately. We're experimenting with some stuff. We got the new line of country Hex and Pulse shirts out. So if your country's not represented, just DM the official Twitter. And
another good one, real quick, just to announce. Miss Hexquisite's daughter made a Hex design, and she wanted all the profits. She asked if we would run the design in the store, and then all the profits would go to St. Jude's. And the design is really cool. So go follow Hex_merch on Twitter and check out the design. It's got like Pulse colors and the Hex logo. Looks very awesome. Go ahead and purchase those. Anything with that logo on it, and 100% of the proceeds will go to St. Jude's. So that was pretty cool.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you, Pulse. I take that as a compliment. DCC, where can we find you?
Dollar Cost Crypto across all platforms, YouTube and Twitter. If you want to DM me, it's Dollar Cost Crypto on Twitter. There you go.
I'm gonna get in those DMs, bro. Don't you worry.
Oh, don't worry, man. There's plenty of people in my DMs.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Vince. And Vince.
Oh, yeah.
Crypto Vince.
Oh,
You got this, Vince.
yeah.
14 pulses.
Oh, Cabana. Why did you do this to me?
Hey Vince, what do you think that 410D's party trick is? Like his party trick, because it rhymes with bendy. You think that guy ever got 14 pulses?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Where can I hang out with you?
Well,
If you want to hang out
I'm on Twitter and Telegram at CryptoVince369.
369? Like 369, like 369. Damn, you're fine. Like
Yeah, that's it.
say it again one more time. I haven't slept in 2 days.
Oh, you want me to repeat that?
Yeah, please.
CryptoVince369.
I got excited. I'm a ferret. If I message you, like, can we be friends?
Sure.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
All right, I hate to interrupt, but we could wrap this up now. Thank you very much for everyone's participation in this.
We're not a fan of that here, Cabana. Gosh, we went over this already.
Raw dog.
Raw or nothing.
No, seriously, thank you. This is
Midnight Raw.
Yeah, we have the most fun here on this show once a week. Next week it is a holiday week, so I am not sure right now. I'm not planning on anything because I do believe there's a holiday function. Motley Investor, if you want to host, let me know.
When?
But
next week?
Yeah,
I could probably host it.
Oh, okay. So maybe I'll set something up and I can at least chime in from the dinner that I'm going to be at. But
give me an outline not to read. That'd be great.
Yeah, well, I'll send you something. I'll send it to Jenna because I just know she'll read it, even if she won't be on the show. But she'll read it, and then she'll just
appreciate it.
Yeah,
she'll thank you for it.
Yeah, and then you'll just totally ignore it. So that's all good. Yeah. All right. Thank you, chat. BMA, I appreciate those kind words and everything else. Marco, I don't even know. I just pressed the button. Okay. Actually, that's a good plug for the Staker app.
Plug.
So, yeah, just thought you'd like that. So. All right.
Where can I find the ladies of Hex? Do we have like a meetup group? Like, do we have a room? I want to hang out with the bad bitches.
Actually,
them, and I would like to.
Yeah,
they've got a Twitter account too.
You guys are kind of dicks.
Yeah, let me find that link for you. It should be Ladies of Hex, but I just want to make sure the underscore is correct.
It's at Hex Ladies.
At Hex Ladies.
Hex Ladies.
No, I was right.
My guys, be very careful with your private keys.
Who has private keys? Like,
can we all just share? Can we all just share our keys, guys?
That's right.
Come on.
That's good advice, though. It's great fucking advice.
Very good advice.
Wrap it up. Don't share your private keys. Like advice.
Hex.
The second part was good.
Not with no bitches. Not with no nobody. Like your private keys are your private fucking keys because you might fuck up once. Like just don't. Yeah, that's great advice. It's great advice.
Just waiting for it to come up in chat. Where is it? There you go. Hex Ladies.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
At Hex Ladies, perfect.
They are awesome.
They'll get you set up.
They're fucking right. They have to be.
Yes, Michael. We all agree. And with that said, we will close on that note. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We will see you possibly next week and have a great Thanksgiving because we're not going to be back until then. Thank you, Jenna, for coming on.
Yep. Thanks for coming on. Look at those notes.
Thanks for coming
The show
on.
list. You said then like the end of it was a show list. Like I saw that was in the last part of it. And I was prepared. Okay. All right. So I have a list. So I want to decentralized news, Gox Media, Lumen Swap, XRP, XLM, God bless the XR Pub, XRPL Blockchain Beauty Shop, Slimes on Solana, XRP Clubhouse, La Peace Crypto Literacy Room, Paper Street Projects, YouTube, Dr. Charles, X Warriors, all of the XRPL NFT things going on, Alpha Ape, Left Coast Mining, all right, Black Swans, Community Junkies, XRP Punks, Flame Lions, X Dudes, Love Monsters, X Aliens, X Rillas, X Shadows, X Warriors, Monkey, love you. ELS says US, what's up? Digital means digital. Bored Apes, yeah. Bored Apes. X Elon, X Bear, X Warriors, XRP Sensei, XRP, so you're there. XRPL guys, XR Pixel Cars, Club X NFTs, Combat Kings, Hepcats. That's all I'm done.
All of crypto, guys. To the moon. No, never mind. Take out like one or two that she missed. Everyone else.
Ruggy, come on, let's go.
All right.
Ruggy, let's
In
go.
the words of marketable
Later, boys.
outro.